What is going on, everybody? Okay, so of course, Love and Marriage DC started tonight. So I wanted to make sure everyone was able to watch that before we came on. I was watching a little bit too, and Nicole was also. So, what we have decided to do is we will be covering DC on Sundays and Huntsville on Saturdays because of the fact that, when I get out of work, I have to get home, watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I don't want to wait too long to have to start a live to do two shows and then everyone's up all night and everybody's mad at me. I cannot have that. So, what we will be doing is Huntsville on Saturdays. I will probably be pushing it back till 10 o'clock because of the fact that I have to get home to watch it, but also because I know people still want to be able to watch DC. And, that's just how it's going to be. So that's just how we're going to do it. But we are here to talk about Huntsville, honey. And a lot went down this episode. We saw the continuance of the Galentine. We see Tiffany and Louis talking to Martell. We seen Maurice doing things for Kimmy, and it was a good episode. So let's get into it. Maud will be joining us shortly. Hey, first home tuber. Maud will be joining us shortly. She's getting that face together, of course. And when she's ready, we will bring her up. But we ain't going to wait for the queen today. We are going to get into it. So, Nicole, what do you think of how the rest of the Galentine went tonight, girl?
I really think that it was so overhyped. It was so overhyped.
Isn't it always?
It was so overhyped. I don't know. I have mixed emotions. Like, I like Destiny, right?
Yes.
But the whole exchange between her and Stormy was childish on both sides.
I believe so.
Yep. But I'm gonna get the last word too. Like, I just am. I'm gonna get the last word. So
that's just how you roll, huh?
I'm getting the last word. But it won't be like I'm gonna get the last word based on what I'm saying. I'm not gonna parrot what you're saying. So because at first when Stormy was like, she kept mocking me, I was like, mocking you? But she was mocking her.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I know why Destiny was doing it was to get the last word. So like my last word would be my last words. It wouldn't be mocking you. So that's what make it childish to me. It just was like, I don't know. It was very childish.
Well, as Destiny would say, I think she was just over it because, that ain't the first time she don't have to tell her to will herself back in because she said things also before. Miss Mine Afro Mamas, what did you think about the continuance of the Galentine?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, baby, we hear you.
Well, I did not understand about the mocking. I did not see any mocking. Okay, Stormy has a big mouth. Nobody can say anything to her. She's still new. She's still trying to get to know people. So don't come there with that energy. Like we know each other. Don't come checking me.
You got a little bit of static in your mic.
Huh?
You got a little bit of static in your mic, a little bit, and you're kind of low.
How about now? Am I better?
We hear you louder now, but we still hear a little static.
Okay.
Is your phone on a flat platform?
I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay. Well, while Maud is getting herself to be great, as far as me, I feel that, yes, it was childish just a little bit. But again, like I said, Destiny has been feeling that she has been basically coming for her a little bit for, quite a while, and she's let it slide before. So this time around, she's like, it ain't happening. And of course, with all the whole bid with the thing, the melodies going on, I think she felt that this was her time. However, you know, Kimmy, thank God for Kimmy, because it could have went a lot more left. Because if she wasn't there to help solve things, I don't know how bad it would have got. And poor Tiffany, she was just there. She wasn't doing nothing. She was just like, all right, I'm going to stay back here. But she put her little things in a couple of times. But Tiffany knew to stay out the way because I wouldn't have gotten away either. As soon as I see a chair flying, I ain't getting in this mess. Like, why is we throwing chairs? I ain't throwing no chair.
Tiffany was happy to not have the heat on her tonight.
Tiffany like, look, I'm scaling back this season. This ain't for me this season. Like, I had my due. I paid my dues last year. I'm going to be cool this year. I'm going to lay low. And I ain't mad at her for that because that was a lot of female energy, a lot of estrogen going on in that room. Everybody had something to say. Everybody kind of came with a chip on their shoulder. So I already knew it was not about to go down the right way. Point blank to the period. But the fact that the producers and the crew had to get in there, hold Destiny back, and it was just like she took it to another level. Like, she was heated, she was fumed by it, she was just not feeling the whole thing. And I don't even know if they could ever even get to a good place after something like that.
Oh, Melody and
Destiny and Stormy.
Oh.
Because
I feel like they just two different people too. Like, everybody ain't meant to be cool, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And that's the whole thing. You know, Melody wants to try this whole well, I don't feel that y'all should even have to be going through this. Y'all could be cool, but you're not even cool with Destiny. So how you gonna have Stormy being cool with, you know, you should be thinking about getting your own thing going back on with Destiny, but you want to tell her to? I thought that was a little hypocritical. Okay,
no, it was. And also,
you sound better, great.
And also, even for her, did I forget? I think I forgot what I wanted to say. Wait, what else? No, what did I want to say?
She got it together.
Okay, you go ahead. I think I'm gonna just go ahead, you guys.
Okay, I think that Melody really misses Destiny. I just feel that she doesn't know how to be a friend to Destiny. That's what I think.
Nicole, not to cut you short, I was gonna say when they were having a conversation with her. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nicole, you can hear me? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, she got something.
Yeah. So Melody termed their relationship as a past relationship.
Okay.
A comment that hurt Destiny, because these two, they care about each other. Okay? They care about each other. So, you know, everybody is hurting. I mean, everybody is now, and everybody is having a beef with Melody. Destiny has beef with her. Okay, Letitia has beef. She has to let go. She has to let go about this marriage with Letitia and cheating and everything. Go, let it go. It's becoming now. It's too old. And the question was, where are the receipts? You kept saying YouTube. Everybody's saying this on YouTube. Where are the receipts, Melody? Oh, and also, Goody is telling me that they have like a kind of a watch what happens live. See, kind of a version of Carlos.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Actually, I got it on the background. Melody and Monique are there.
Did you hear which Monique? Oh,
Daniels from DC.
Did she say that she paid a utility bill for Destiny for $6,000?
Wait, what? She did what now for $6,000? No, I really didn't hear you. I just heard 6,000. What?
She said, listen. She said, Mel says she gave Destiny $6,000 because there was utility bill on the door.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, what? Repeat that.
She just said that Mel gave Destiny $6,000 for utilities.
There was a utility bill on the door. I mean, this is not what friends do. That.
What was her purpose of telling anybody that?
To show that to prove that she's been a good friend. Okay, so that's how you're gonna prove.
Well, that's not how you prove that.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. What? When did she give her this?
You find out for us. Let us know. I feel like that don't even matter. Like, why would you even tell people that?
Yeah, that's not even cool. And like, that's really putting somebody's business out in the street.
Yeah, and Destiny has not been shy about the struggles that she has, financial struggles and we've all been there. So don't do that.
That is crazy. That's not right. She said that on the live. Yeah. That is crazy. Yeah. What you guys to say, Mark? What? Because he was saying he knows something. But I mean, okay, so did she give her this money before they weren't friends or while they were after the reunion?
Good question.
Where'd you get this information from?
She said that at this show, the one that you're watching right
on
now.
The live, right? Yeah. Damn, she came out gun blazing. Yeah. Wow, now that's messed up. Now it's kind of almost like she could have did it just so she could have something to say.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter when she gave it to her. She should have never told nobody that.
Exactly. But this is who she is.
That is so messed up.
Checking you, boo. I agree with you. It's enough. She's not bringing anything. She's not bringing anything to the table. Now I'll say that she had her PayPal info as well either. Oh,
jeez! What?
Well, there's too much going on. It is too, but we ain't even got to the damn show yet.
Oh, the tea.
Wait,
okay, Mocha, the tea.
Ooh, I made my drink extra strong for a reason. I knew I did. But first of all, $6,000. I'm wondering if she gave it to her like personally, or could she have gave it to her like from her business? Because that could have been like a tax write-off, couldn't it? If she gave it to her, if it looked like it was toward her business, she kind of did that. I definitely need to know more about this shenanigans. That is crazy.
It's too much.
That is, oh my God, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Melon's on the late show to keep it.
Well,
of course,
if that is the case.
Oh, Mark says while they were friends. So okay, so it's there. Okay, so while they were friends, okay, that's cool.
I mean, that would be the only option. Why would somebody give somebody some money after they fell out? They wouldn't. But
because if I'm not friends with you, I'm not about to take money from you. Because that's just a whole thing, especially if I don't know when I can pay that much back.
I think
that's a lot of money.
Maybe this money she got this money when she was going through, her divorce, and she said that she went through a hard time. Maybe they were cool when she was getting this money.
They was cool. Ain't nobody about to get nobody that they not cool with no money.
True. But dang, so that means she's been going through hard times that long because.
But we know that.
We'll see. It didn't start coming out really until.
It's difficult to talk about situations like that. So the confessions. It's not easy to come on national TV and talk about, I have had, to go to close my store, or I have had to go through any help from the government. It's not easy. Okay.
But she been told us that she was struggling though.
No, she said that. Or this season. No.
None of that to me is important. What's messed up is that one, Melody told people that, but okay, so you remember on this very episode that we're reviewing, when Melody was sitting there talking to Stormy, she was basically saying that Letitia was acting out of misguided anger.
Yes.
Well, this right here shows that Melody is operating out of misguided hurt and anger also, because she's out, she doesn't have any control over something. She seems to me like somebody who likes to control stuff. So the fact that she can't control situations right now, she's lashing out because, for one, if you're not cool with Tisha, why you care about even bringing him up? Because she keep talking about Marcel is brought up when we're around. Why? You don't like these people. Why you keep talking about them?
You are the one who bring them up all the time.
But I got the TV on mute, and Mel just said something about Wanda's baby daddy being in her DMs. You know what? We also about to be covering this show tomorrow.
Yes.
Just so we get that straight. Yeah, same time tomorrow.
I agree.
We'll be doing
She's doing too much. She's doing too much.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to watch it from the beginning because
yeah, because what in the entire fudge?
She's doing too much.
Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. See what I'm saying? This is the messiest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, yep, that's what I just said, Mark. Twinkie, I think Mel said something because she was trying to defend that she was a good friend. Mel says
that's the opposite of.
And welcome, Twinkie. I don't think I've noticed you here before, darling. You might have been here, but I'm not sure. But so yes, oh my God, I did not know it was going to be this.
That is the complete opposite way to prove that you're a friend, is to tell your ex-friend's business. Like that's totally the opposite way to prove you were a good friend.
Yeah, that is
a good friend keeps their mouth shut even when you don't look so good.
Even
like,
when you don't agree.
Take that to your grave. It is what it is. Like
even when you don't agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly my point. And when she was asked,
Jesus, who else is in this woman's DM? Whew. Lord, you know what? That's too much. That's too much. That's yes, girl. Yes, I'm thinking. Yeah,
well, I believe Jamal might be in there because Miss Lady that moved on to to what's his name?
Miss Lady.
What's his name though? Cynthia ex-husband, Peter.
Peter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Peter and Giselle supposed to be.
So I'm not shocked by that.
Right. Awesome. Hold on, Martell gonna be on next week's episode of the next episode of Nightcap with Carlos King.
Oh,
it sounds like Carlos gonna knock Watch What Happens right out the
well, you know, Watch What Happens hasn't been doing good anyway. That's why it runs
for the longest. Yes.
Yeah, that's why they have it running in with the last show that comes on before it, including its own separate. Because I know when I go to record it, it records an hour and a half because of the housewife that was on connected with that, and then it records separately on its own. And it's already been said that it ain't been doing so hot. So
I haven't watched Watch What Happens live in I don't know how many years.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't either. And I've never even always watched it for real. Yeah. I would only watch it sometimes.
If somebody I liked was on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Carlos King is is making it known. You know, I love it.
But he making them regret for not keeping him, basically.
True.
Keeping who?
Him.
Say that
he was part of the Bravo family first.
Yes.
So now they like, we wish that he would come back.
Yes. I mean, it probably was his idea at first. You know how them people like to take your ideas.
That's what I'm saying. It's a fact. No, that's why I said that. That's a fact. Yes.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, well, I'm gonna make it happen somewhere else, and that's what he's doing. So I don't knock nothing he got going on.
Exactly. I was doing the most, and I didn't even upload all of the pictures I wanted to show tonight. So I'm gonna just run through the pictures to know which we're gonna talk about, because we have been talking for 20 minutes and we haven't even got to the episode yet with all of this messiness that is going on. Carlos is keeping us busy. My goodness. I could not believe that. Okay, so we started off, we got through Valentine, and that was a whole mess that they just really hyped up. I thought it was going to be a lot more going on.
Yeah.
But it seems at the end, after Destiny had got up and got all rah-rah, you seen Tisha come back to the table and try to be cool, calm, and collected. And then her and Mel start going at it again, and Mel and Storm leave off abruptly. Now, Tisha got in it again because she was like, you know your husband been cheating on you for 3 years and you still had a baby.
And you told me about it. So you knew.
So Tish came out guns blazing once again. Like, she hardcore in these last 2 episodes. I don't know what it is, but she is not having it no more. But then Mel turned around and said, well, you got your husband in the media every other day and you still with him, period. So that's hypocrisy right there. That's the part called Pedal Black.
No, you cannot compare. You cannot say that. You cannot.
And why is that, Mott?
Because I am tired of people saying this, insinuating there has been rumors. I want facts. I want the girl who has slept with him come over here, not just here. Tell us, yes, it is true. I did this with him. Don't give me pictures of somebody's back and head and toes. Okay. Also, don't do that. For Melody and Mattel.
Well, Miss Wanda said that looked like his big ass back.
Yes, she did.
Oh, she did. He's messy.
That's what Miss Wanda
did. She's so messy. So she wants to say all those things, but she doesn't want anybody else to suggest anything about that situation. All right.
Yeah. They shaded her on the show. Well, besides what we just seen, Ellen, was it something? We're gonna talk about it tomorrow anyway. Because I got to watch that whole entire thing because I'm like,
to me, it seems that Miss Wanda have been chipping away at their marriage since they got married, because she be the main one bringing all this stuff to her, and we clearly see every time she brings something to Tisha, she be like, I don't want to hear this. Like, she just was like, I don't want to see it. She was like, I don't want to see this. Well, yeah, so this picture that I found, like, she just said, you don't want to see it. Like, sit down and work on your food truck.
She said, she was asked, Melody was asked, Melody was asked, give me the facts. Give me the receipts. She said, on YouTube.
Ciao. That's what I'm saying. And then it's like this. Okay, so still, why is it? Okay, you are the way that you are. But why can't Marcel just answer it straight? Why is it so hard for him?
Listen, I'm on his side with that, though. I'm going to Beyonce you to death. I'm not answering nothing. I don't have to. Who are you that I have to prove what I got going on? When I close the door and turn the TV off and the phone off, my life is moving how it's going to move.
Though.
She don't care either. I feel like.
But if she asked, why is you?
No, she told her mama. She said, "I don't want to see that," and she still said, "No." On June 19th, they sent me this picture of this back. And I want to know, do you recognize this back?
Is that your back?
Well, Marcel said he don't even recognize his own back because he don't see it.
Me too.
And that's something I would have said.
Me too.
Like, well, I don't really be taking pictures of my back.
He be clever with it, though. I gotta give him that. He is clever with it. And
you can tell that he thinks he's so funny.
It's so funny. I can't do nothing but laugh at him now. I'll be like, oh my God, Marceau, just why? Just why? Just why? Oh, there's definitely a place in heaven for Tisha because she be dealing with this man of hers. Goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm.
So what we go through is see what else happened this episode. So hold on,
then after that you see Martel meeting the Whitlows.
Yes, we can talk about that scene. So he basically, and that was kind of cool to see them talking all to each other because we haven't seen them in the dynamic together in the scene talking. And that was just like, wow, because he said it himself. If the moment Stormy says something wrong or whatever, Melody's gonna push her to the side too. So this must really be her MO. I'm wondering how many friends that she has done this to.
But you know this is what she does though, right? You can agree
This
to
seems
that.
to be your MO. Yes. Oh, he got Nightcap coming back to back because it's on right again. I'm loving this cute little dog that, and I'm not even a pet lover, but I'm loving this cute little dog that Carlos has on his show. And his suit, he looking good in the suit. Okay, Carlos, do your thing, baby. But okay,
and I will honestly say that
Mark
that
and
set is
what
killing.
is y'all deal tonight? I've
Watch
been
What
not
Happens
following
Live.
y'all comments, but I see y'all is really going back and forth. Get it together, y'all. I'm not.
Did you hear what I said?
On screen. Give me something to put on screen. Okay. So what do you think about that scene with the Whitlows and Martel, Mott?
It was real. It was fact. It was the truth. Everything he said. But then he ended up inviting everybody, the boys, to Atlanta.
And boys trip part 2, but that's what you see because because that's for his INS wine. So but that is what you see. He went live. He went live for the very first time after not being live for a while when they were in Atlanta. And that's where you seen them having lunch or breakfast or lunch at the table. And all the boys were there, including Louis. So that's going to be really fun to see how that went. And that's when you see him in his white suit draped in Mel's fur. I'm wondering if he going to say if it's Mel's fur because I know somebody going to ask him about that. And he better tell the truth. The more I see it, the more I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm like, did he really wear Mel's fur to this daggone thing? I don't know. I don't know.
Nicole, what do you think?
What do you think about it, Nicole?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing at all.
You don't want to try the wine?
No. You ain't gonna get none of that wine? And I think it goes for sale this coming week, I believe.
Mm.
You don't want to taste that wine? Why you don't want to taste that wine?
I don't know.
Support.
I don't have any thoughts on this section right here.
But we could go back to I want to go back to Miss Wanda and Maurice. So she goes to shadow him, and he trying to get her to bust them suds.
Now she was wrong. She should have washed them dishes. You want some money? Wash them dishes.
No, that's your mom-in-law.
Well, she thought she was shadowing him. So does Marceau wash dishes? The point
Maybe he
do.
Listen, when you own a bar. When you own a bar, I've owned a bar. When you the boss, you do everything sometimes. That's your establishment.
That's true.
Sometimes you do everything. And in order to be a good boss, you must first be a good worker. You want a loan? Wash them dishes. I don't care that you just got your nails did. Where did you go? To the cheapest place in Huntsville? Because I've got my nails done many times in life and they ain't never stopped me from washing a dish.
I will get it and post it tomorrow on tomorrow's live, Ellen. Yes, ma'am. But yeah, I can get that. But hey, it is what it is.
You're not sleeping with Marcel. Get it through your head. That's your daughter's man. You want some money? Wash some dishes.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start from the bottom till you get there. And I mean, you can't be too good to not do anything. First of all, why did she come all done up and everything like she was going to just a corporate meeting or something? Like she came like she was about to meet somebody the way she was dressed. So she already felt like I ain't doing nothing like that. So let me put my rainbow boots on, my tight jeans on with these slits, and I'm gonna go look good.
She was coming
at this point. It's entitlement, though. At this point, it's entitlement, and I feel that she felt like since she Tisha mama, that she should be ripping all the benefits that Tisha has. But that's your daughter,
right? Well, as you know, that ain't nothing to it. She always in, her business no matter what. And I would really like to know how Tisha feels about that. Like, okay, it's cool to be the mama bear, but when you just constantly trying to be a third wheel in the marriage to the fact that you want me to check my man when I'm not even trying to check him, that's something completely different. And I understand from a mother's standpoint, you want the best for your daughter and you want to tell her what you think you should be doing or whatnot. But Tisha is a grown woman and you have to let her live her own life and be in her own marriage. She and Marcel are married, not she ain't married to them. So I don't know. I just feel that I respect Miss Wanda for having her daughter's back, but you got to draw a line somewhere. Just somewhere, because you can't be in the bed.
I'm not going to have nobody back more than they have their own back.
Hell no. So it's just like, what are you going to do?
I'm not having nobody's back more than they have their own back.
And that's a whole nother thing, too. Most owners would have sent Miss Wanda out of their kitchen since she was not prepared to do business and be professional. And that is true. And that's true. And that's a whole nother thing. But see, I think Miss Wanda feel like she got a leg up, because Marcel is her daughter's husband and he owns it or whatever. So I think she feel like she might be able to pick and choose what she want to do. And that is not how it works out there in the world. You just can't expect that.
But she basically just shot herself in the foot, because that means if I get you this food truck, the food truck is going to eventually get dirty. What if your employees or whatever don't show up that day? So you're not going to cook. So that's going to become a fire hazard because you just got your little nails done. No, when you own a business, you have to do everything. When I own my bar, guess what? If the bathroom was dirty, I had to clean the bathroom.
Exactly.
If I'm about to open up and the floor need to be mopped, I got to mop the floor.
That is so true.
Like, you gotta
be willing to take care of your own establishment regardless. I have no problem with Marcel helping his mother-in-law. I just don't like that she was not. And that is the whole point. Like, you coming to Shadow, you don't know what type of work you about to be doing. So you should have came prepared. And then on top of that, she was late. You see, he was out there waiting for her. And she was late to it. So it's like, that's bad impression right there.
She don't have no respect.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, what's really good? That don't make no sense. I thought that was some BS. Okay, so
hold on before we switch gears. Mm-hmm. Also, Marcel was right when she brought up the whole little thing. You came to shadow me, not come and check me. You do that all the time in my living room.
Right. Ain't that the truth? She checks him any chance that she gets. And I think that's probably another reason why Tisha don't say much, because why he got to be checked by everybody? If anyone's going to check him, it should be her. But after he don't got checked with someone else, he's like, well, what do I need to do it for? Someone else already did it. Why does he have to get it again? Especially if she don't care and she ain't worried about it in the first place. Ma, what you eating? It's just stuff in your face. That's where you went to? Mm-hmm.
And my light, when I was moving, my light is now messed up. I cannot. So sad.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Money does not make Mel thinks money is a solution to her problem. She needs to handle her daddy issues because she is causing problems. I mean, could that really be it? I mean, are her daddy issues that deep? Because she don't really talk about it much, so it could be that deep. Or she don't talk about it much because it ain't that deep.
Mel.
Who?
Mel.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah, and the fact that she did bring that to the job, period, like that was a whole nother thing. Like, I'm wondering, does Miss Wanda? I mean, she's got to know some type of work ethic. Even if she don't work now, I'm sure she did once upon a time in her life. You got to know the work ethic of it all. Like, you don't bring personal to business. You just don't do that.
I am with Miss Wanda on that one. Don't tell me to wash the dishes. I just read my nails. I was coming for you to sign the loan. I wasn't coming to here to prove.
Then you need to go to a better nail salon, or don't come ask me for no money.
That was not the argument. That was not that. The argument was, I'm gonna come sign up the loan. Don't come here testing me.
That wasn't the agreement, because you heard her when she was talking to Tisha. The agreement was for you to shadow him. So shadow me in this kitchen and watch these dishes.
Or actually, it means whatever I'm doing, what my job is, that's what you're doing. That's what you're looking at.
I agree.
The deal is, if you ask me for some money, do what I say. Washing dishes is not an act of humiliation. It's an act of, are you willing to put in the work? Because you're having a whole food truck. So what do you mean you're not washing dishes?
Right.
You don't got employees right now, so who gonna be washing the dishes?
Exactly. You. I mean, it is what it is. Like you say, you don't know what's gonna go on in your establishment. You have to learn to do everything. Because for one, you're not even, if you feel that you can't do it, you ain't gonna have respect for the person that is doing it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it shouldn't matter.
You own a place, that's number one. When you own an establishment, that is like number one. Like when I own my bar, the fact that I did have to do things, it shows, it helps you respect the people that are doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people that are put into a position of ownership, but if they haven't done it before, they don't respect those people. They don't understand what those people are going through. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have no type of empathy for these people.
Exactly. That's word. Marcel don't know his own back, but Tisha knows his back though. That is true. If anyone knows his back, it will be his own wife. That is for that.
And the wife said,
"Welcome, good wife. Haven't seen you here before." Washing dishes is an act of safety. Yes, and it's just an act of cleanliness too. People need dishes to eat off for the food that you make in this. You know what I'm saying? But I think she feels that it don't apply to her because she wants a food truck. She ain't trying to be in a restaurant. But still, you got
to clean that stuff even more.
She don't know that.
You got to clean that stuff even more. It get grease in there. That becomes a fire hazard. It becomes a cleanliness sanitation hazard. Like, and getting your nails done is a very weak excuse because, like I said, where did you get your nails done for you not to be able to clean? Something from Amazon?
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for being here.
Again. Love to have you here. But yeah, so I think she just don't get it, obviously, for the whole thing and how things are ran. And that is the whole point of why you are there to shadow somebody. But I think she just wanted a reason to just get into it and talk about the picture of the back anyway.
Yeah.
So she don't need no reason there with a whole nother agenda.
She don't need no reason. She be at their house doing the same thing all the time. She don't need no reason.
Well, at that moment, she was ready to talk about it. So she did, because from what it looked like, she didn't even know if Tisha had even seen the picture from the way that they had talked about it afterward. So she ain't been to their house lately. She probably got put on a timeout.
No, she been over to their house. She wanted to wait till them cameras was there.
Very well, could be. Yup.
She wants somebody to finally say, Miss Wanda, we want you for a show. And then they're going to give her a little 30-minute show and she ain't going to be able to fill it up.
Hey, she's
gets her
delivered.
time when she can. She gets her time when she can. And she loves it.
And I love it.
Suited and booted in them rainbow boots, ready for action.
And even in the next episode, oh, you can see her bringing it in.
Well, she ain't have much camera time this season, so she got to get it in, boo.
But it's like old at this point. Like that's just deja vu from the last time when they were all together and Wanda got into it when she was trying to get Martell and Melody back together. It looked like complete deja vu from then.
Yeah, you're right. It really, really did.
Like it's old at this point.
I mean, she doesn't have her own storyline, so she has no choice but to get into.
Melody has not. Melody
she ain't showing her mans. That's what I want to see. You got to pay your dues. I want to see your mans, Miss Wanda. I want to see what you working with. What be laying up next to you at night, honey? That's what I'm trying to see. So let's talk about the whole Maurice calling up Martell for him and Kimmy to have a little discussion. Now, Kimmy wants to invite Mel, but Maurice says if Mel doesn't come, can Martell come? And Kimmy still is like, yeah, because Martell still be having his things going on and she feels that she's getting attached to it. So what did y'all think about that phone call? First, do y'all think that Maurice should have called Martell at that moment anyway? You go, Maya.
No.
Okay, Nicole, you go.
No.
Why not?
She clearly said, don't call him right now. We in the bed, we chilling, we kicking it, we eating breakfast. I don't want to talk to that man.
Well, I know that's right.
But Kimmy is the one who started that conversation, no?
I don't know. Well, she started having it, but Maurice interjected asking about Martell. And then that's when she was like, well, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But Maurice saying no, the trouble doesn't follow Martell. It's just, the trouble with Melody follows him. And that's where he gets himself in trouble. Which it's true.
It's the truth.
This whole entire season, Martell's been cool. He hasn't had no beef, but you clearly see the beef that Melody has been going on this whole entire season. So that kind of goes to show something right there. I don't know.
Well, he has been having beef. He just have beef with people we don't care about that's not on the show.
I mean, but who has his beef been with?
Y'all know he has a whole new boo, this whole new area and stuff. He's having his own beef.
I mean,
he just don't have beef with people on the screen right now. Melody happens to have beef with the people on the screen.
But that's the show, though. We cannot talk about the people outside the show.
We can talk about whatever we want to talk about.
No. I'm just saying about the beef, though. I'm just saying the beef, because not.
But don't make it like he's all of a sudden an angel now.
No,
he's never been that.
Or Kimmy wouldn't have said the BS is following him, right? Because it is. We just not showcasing it on the show right now.
That's what I was saying. Yes, I agree with that.
And she clearly was like, Maurice, this is not your party. Don't be inviting people.
And that was the thing. I'm like, how can he? But at least he asked. He asked first. He did ask first. And he asked on the count that if Melody wasn't there, could Martell come? So that was the whole thing. But
where is Jalen friends at?
Say what?
Where is Jalen friends at? They invite all they friends. Where Jalen friends at?
And this is
I don't know. I would like to see his boys who he kicking with and who his crew is. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But
he was checking Wanda. He said, Wanda, you're not gonna talk to mom like that.
No.
Who Kimmy was
wrong. Mel is the person who does not want to be around Martell. Kimmy should have invited both of them and left it up to them to show or not.
Yes, I agree.
I don't.
But how do y'all think Mel would have reacted to that though? Because she already told them If y'all invite him, don't invite me. She's already made that clear. But that's kind of wrong for her to even say that. So that's right there making her make a shift.
I feel like it's smart to say that, because if I am not really gelling with somebody and I know somebody and we're all mutual friends, I'm gonna let them know, like, if they come in, just leave me out. It ain't a big old thing. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be around that energy. And so Kimmy clearly said who she wanted there, which would be Mel.
So then, the next thing she's gonna say that I'm not gonna show up where Letitia is. Okay. Then the next thing I'm not gonna show up where Destiny is. So who are you left with to do the show? You're the one who needs to leave. Leave the show.
Well, it doesn't matter because she throws her own things who she doesn't invite those people to. So it's just an even swap. She has her own stuff and she says who she's not invited. So everybody else should just follow suit. You know what I'm saying? If you want to throw something, you don't want Melody to come, don't invite her.
But don't get to say, don't get to say that, I'm not gonna invite Martel because that's what Kimmy is trying to suggest.
This is so elementary.
What?
I'm not inviting you. Well, don't invite me, and I'm not. Shut up. Who cares?
Like Jayla's fingers. That is true. Oh, it was a housewarming. So I guess that is different. My niece is just getting over it. He can't force people to invite him. And he felt some type of way about it too, because he felt like he should have been invited over Mel. But it's no one's place to say who should be invited to what. It is that person's event, and they should be able to do it how they want. I mean, it's their party, and they can cry if they want to.
I agree.
And that's just real. I mean, but at some point, they're gonna have to. I mean, you can't just go the rest of your life just not being in the same vicinity with someone. Like, at some point, you have got to get over it, especially once the kids are grown. Are y'all still gonna be harping over this?
I think the wounds are still very fresh. And remember, even when he was talking to the Whitlows, he said he did not even know that there was any death or the kids were gonna be out of the town. And even he said that the one of the girls was very affected by them not showing up for the book signing.
Yeah, I mean, and you know how Ina feel about that. Look at her pursing her lips at that already. I'm not
gonna ask her how she feels about that. So I'm not. She's giving me everything.
We already know.
She does not care about it.
I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so let's get to the point of it all. That this whole when Tisha, and it made me so mad because they did a continuance of it.
I know.
But you see Tisha finally rolling up to Black, like Mel been telling her to do, roll up on Black. She did that, and then she calls him outside to come and speak with her. And you can see the seriousness on her face. You can hear the seriousness in her voice. And it's like, I can't wait to see what she's about to say to him. And I just know as serious as it is for her, I feel like he's about to do that same thing he always does. Beat around the bush with his little sense of humor, dry sense of humor of it all when it comes to this. And just not be direct with him.
But in this conversation, I remember when they were giving us the trailer, I remember Tisha was crying. So he better give clear answers to Letitia on national television to close this chapter, because it's old, okay? It's old. Enough is enough, okay? Okay, answer your wife. If she asks you a direct question, answer that question so that we can be done.
And that's all he's had to do in the beginning, but we all know that is not how Marcel rolls. So we already know how that's going to be. Don't we? Don't we?
I hope we get something different, because at this time we have not seen Letitia being this serious. Okay, in the past, she has always been like, "Oh, you don't want to talk about it," but this time I think everything is getting to her. People talking about it, and even your mom coming to check you and telling you, like, you think maybe you love him so much that you you're overlooking some things over here. So it's getting to her. All I'm saying is, I hope the response, Mark, James, from your brother is going to be better and clear. And some clarity, so she can get some clarity and move on.
I mean, why would he change now, though?
Because you can see the heart.
That's the whole thing.
You can see the heart from your wife.
Because I said because he knows that's his bag.
Good life.
And that, you know, he knows it's his back clearly because he knows if he was there or not. So, and then the whole fact of the point, you know, he admitted to the fact that he was there with a friend, whatever that means, but we're going to be denying if it was a female regardless. But he was quick to admit to that. But he don't be quick to admit to, you know, other things.
Mm.
And I don't think that's fair because you picking and choosing what you want to answer to. 1 minute you'll have a direct answer to this, but then on the other hand, I don't owe an explanation to anyone. I don't have to entertain these rumors. And it's just a back and forth. Like, just be clear. If you're not going to entertain
yes.
None of it.
Yeah.
Because it looks bad. It's a flip-flop situation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably what drives Letitia crazy.
Right. For anybody. It'll drive you crazy. Anybody. Any human being. It's insane.
Nicole, what's that? But what's that? Tell me.
So what? So what?
So what?
So what?
So what?
So what? It messes with everybody. I would be doing the exact same thing. Marcel
it doesn't matter to us. I'm talking about
messing with people, keeping the ratings up. Wanda is not somebody that Marcel needs the answer to. So I would be playing with her, pissing her off anyway, because it's so easy to piss her off while she be trying to piss everybody else off. It's so easy to make Wanda mad. And I don't agree with you, Maude, because we have seen Tisha serious. We have seen her really hurt. But I feel like Marcel has obviously, you know what I'm saying? Because the cameras aren't there 24/7, right? She done had this conversation with Marcel without the cameras. So he probably like, we just talked about this. Why now? Because the camera's back around. You want to talk about it again? I'm not about to do it. So now I'm about to play games with y'all.
But remember, it was brought up on camera by your mom. Your mom brought the pictures.
Mother-in-law.
No. Tisha's mom. Tisha's mom went to Tisha and she kept showing her the pictures of the bag and she said that.
And what was she saying while Wanda was showing her that?
Stop it. Don't do this. Don't do this. I don't want to get into. But she was saying, oh, he said he was there. He said he was there.
Which she's twisting his words around. You ask her mom, why are you even twisting these words though? Like you really playing games with these people. Like leave them alone. If you got all these men, go get you a man and have fun with him. Tell him to get his money up and get you a food truck or something. Sit down. Sit down.
I want Miss Wanda to come to Carlos King after the show. That's what I want. I want to see her.
Oh Lord, she's definitely probably gonna be on there.
I'm sure at some point.
I will say this: his set to that show is killing. Watch what happens live.
Oh,
that
definitely.
blue is gorgeous.
Definitely. I love his throne that he is sitting on. I want a throne so bad, but I can't afford one yet. But I'm going to get me one at some point. That throne is everything. The set is beautiful. Everything is decked out.
Andy somewhere in the back like, we're going to be having redecorations.
I like the top of Mel's outfit, but I don't like all that sheer stuff at the bottom.
Let me go see what it looks like.
It looks good, but I don't like all the sheerness at the bottom. It should be shorter. It shouldn't be. It should be a short or like maybe an inch longer than the skirt itself. But all that sheerness is really messing with my head. I don't like all of that. It's cute. I have to look at her. I'm trying to see. I like her hair. The bob works for her. That is cute.
We can't see it. I can't see it.
It's still on right now. It came on back to back. But yeah, so it's just like, but yeah, it is killing him. So this is very promising. He about to really smoke out Andy. I know Andy's like, dang, that's what I meant to do.
That's the
You
best
can't
her
do
hair
it.
has looked in a very long time. Her hair does look good. And yes, just like I said, Indy is gonna be somewhere with a checklist like we need to revamp this whole set. Because I will not be upstaged.
Right.
No one is old shit. What you mean, Mark? No one's old what? As far as what? I do not like. Yes, that is the sheer is just not doing it for me. It's no. So does that mean Mel will be back next season? Like, because I know sometimes when you sign a contract, you sign a contract for up to seasons, not just one a season. So it may not be that easy for Mel to just be able to walk away that quick. I'm sure at this point she probably hasn't signed another one. You know what I'm saying? But she may have to come back next year. I mean, next season, whatever. Because depending on how the contract does go, you never know. Because all contracts are different for different people, and and that's a nice little check. I wouldn't just be ready to up and leave that. You got what you needed as far as not having to film with Martell. But so you should be good. But you still just getting into it with everybody else. So I know that's probably got to be not fun for her to get into it with everybody else. So I don't know how that's going to move. But all I know, I am ready to see cousin Kiki come back. I never thought I'd miss her, but I want to see some more of Kiki at this point. I'm ready to see how more of that goes with her. Let's see. I want this or the next season to be Mel's last. I mean, it should be. Ooh, Chucky Boo said Melody is the next thing you watch and see. Lord.
Do not compare them. She got a bar opening up called the Lanithia.
Who do?
Nene.
She already got it open.
Well, I'm saying like she looking for like she looking for Wanda to come wash some dishes. I seen her advertisement looking for cooks and stuff.
Listen, Melson asks, can I do anything to be relevant? Well, what will she do to be relevant if she's not on the show? I really hope she's not working on a new album, that's for sure. Because she really needs to let that go. Yes, and it was supposed to be about Black business. That was the whole thing. And that was one of the things that Marceau was saying. He was like, when he found out what the name of the show was, he was kind of reluctant to continue on because he's like, okay, I already see where this is probably going. So he was actually reluctant to start the show, and who knows why specifically. That's kind of a, one of its own things, but you never know.
Every show with the word marriage or love in it is a whole bunch of effery.
Exactly. My point is Nene was a troublemaker and had a problem with everybody. Nene left entitled. Mel was the same way. Ooh, well, that's promising.
I love you checking your boo, but I just can't answer that. I can't do it.
I will not. She will not. I cannot. I cannot.
I can't do it. I love Nene and I like Melody. I'm just disappointed in her, but it's just sad.
She has been chilling with Portia, and she was with why can't I remember her name once again? But I remember Kirk Frost's name.
Who?
What is his wife's name?
Rashida.
Thank you. Yeah, she's been hanging with Rashida too. So she's been hanging with other,
No, I love Nene.
Reality TV stars lately. So you never know what's going on. She may just end up on another show. You never know.
Who, Mel?
Melody.
Yeah,
she probably searching around to be on. What else can she be on?
Who, Melody?
To stay relevant. Yeah.
She need to just work her businesses and heal herself.
Yep, that's what I said. She's probably working on something on a different show. So
she needs to just work on her businesses and focus on her kids.
Okay, mark down.
And heal herself.
Yes, Rashida. That is true. I mean, what other? Okay, if she, what other show could Mel possibly be on?
We don't want her on no show.
Huh?
We don't want her on no show. Because she can't be
Exactly.
nowhere. She's
But
single.
what do you think she could probably win? Even though we don't want her on the show, we still have people out there who are a fan and want to see Melody. So I just don't think she would fit in well at all with
The Mad
Housewives.
Singer.
I need another drink.
I mean, where else would she be? She don't have no man, so you can't be on nobody's Housewives.
I mean,
You can't
think
be on
that's what
Love and
she
Hip Hop. You don't got a man.
I think that's what she wants. I think she wants to be in Housewives.
But you're not married.
A lot of the housewives ain't married. You don't gotta be married to be a housewife.
But they started off married, and you not a friend of nobody. But she's not a friend of nobody neither.
Portia. That's probably why she hanging out with.
Not on there.
Oh yeah, well she might come back. Portia might. But after
she
that
gonna
whole
be on,
she gonna be on
Melody Family Matters. She gonna have a version of Melody Family Matters.
Oh God, no. No.
Oh my God.
Okay, then the only show we can have her on is Mad Singer. You asked the question. What?
You were so serious about this Mad Singer.
You asked the question. I went down the list of the shows that she could possibly fill the slot in, and that's all I can see.
That's really, I mean, no, I don't, because you would know, no. Her voice is so original. You know her voice when she's talking and when she's singing. Like, that would just be a dead giveaway.
I don't think so.
I do, unless they use a, what's that?
I think that so many people don't know her that they would really not know who it is. And she might could win.
Oh God, I don't know if I could see her with her own show looking for love. Oh, that would be too much for me. Could you imagine?
Y'all sending her straight to Zeus Network?
Imagine. I think she went. I don't think she would even do Zeus Network.
Well, Zeus.
I think she's too good for Zeus.
Then where is she gonna go then? Cause MTV don't do that no more.
Oh my gosh, no. With Hamas singing.
That's why she will win.
She could, she does. But she would just be showing her unless she did her own deal, because she has her mom, her brother, the kids. But that's all that she shows.
We don't want to watch her anymore.
No, none of us do, but some people do. And if she is going to be on the show,
she gives them a daily dose on IG. Follow her follow Melody Holt on IG.
Stop it. Oh my goodness, Mark. No, them daddy, if they run as deep as you said they do, Mark, she would not even have that. I can tell you that right now. She wouldn't let that happen. Mel's all barking no bite. The man would get tired.
Oh, she definitely could go on Ayala Fix My Life.
Ayala can't fix that. Ayala can't fix that. Don't do that to Ayala. She retired. She would come back and retire right after that.
You said she would be like, let me just go into the bushes and weep.
I would believe the Rays will go down if Mel leaves the show. Welcome, Anita Johnson. That's a new name up in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I mean,
what she say?
They would have to bring up a lot if she does leave the show. I mean,
well, everybody begs to differ that though. Carlos King himself said if Melody leaves, the show will go on without a hitch.
Oh, Monique. Well, they'll ask her 99% of the world will not know who she is.
That's what I just said. That's why she gonna win. They not gonna even be able to guess it. She gonna win.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be able to guess her. Divorced with as a married with children, divorced with children.
You're crazy.
That is a good one, Mark. I got you. I got you. That is funny. And I kind of do. Yes, and I don't even think Melly would even be open enough to get to the core of it because she's too busy trying to, keep her reputation and brand intact that she wouldn't even show the real self. Pops, pop dreams, and daddy.
She needs to do her work.
Oh, sheesh.
She needs to do her
No, leave Yala alone. She would age 50 more years if she came out and did that.
All Ayala would need is a little break to go into the bushes and weep, and then come back and help her with her work.
Mark, send her a list. I'm sure she'll be happy to hear from you. That's right. Carla said it right. The show will still be a hit because of the cast. Melody is not the
without a hitch. And it would.
And that's true. I mean, she does not make the show. There has been,
And maybe we could get back to the root of what the show is about, because that would have been really dope.
It really could have. Oh my Lord. Mark is on the roll tonight. What Eda Cole say? Why she crazy? Like, maybe you and Mel can have a show.
I meant everything.
Oh shit! Was that a dig? I don't know.
Where they going too fast? What? I missed it.
Mark, maybe you and Mel could have a show called Stepdaddy Issues. Mark said he ain't going back to his van. He done with that. That's just my baby. That's just my baby daddy. My sister said the show.
That's a song, not a show. And
it would have, because we see a lot of Black shows, and it's just drama. It is not positive, and we need more positivity out here showing our Black people. And
exactly.
And it would happen, though. The first season did show a little bit of that, with the comeback group and everything. But once, the antics started between Mel and Martell, that's what the show just started becoming about. And now that is not about anymore. Maybe they could get back to that. But I feel that they need to start showing, Marceau and Letitia and Blackmore, Letitia doing her thing more, Kimmy and Maurice doing their thing more. You never see them at work. You see them doing their things with each other at home or out and whatever, but you never see them, doing anything with their career, showcasing how they maneuver in their jobs and things of that nature. And I feel that they could start doing that a lot more.
They set it up that way. That's why it's called Love and Marriage.
You can be positive too. But the thing is, if Mel leaves, what? See, and now even at this point, if Mel leaves, due to the fact that it looks like it's over between, come on, let's talk about this. So much other things have been going on. So now lately we have seen that Miss Ariane has came out and apologized, sort of, kind of, maybe a little bit, and admitted, to her wrong. She's came to right them, because on Mother's Day, basically all of the cast went live at some point for a little bit, but Martell went live on Mother's Day at his mother's house, cooking with his mother, beautiful woman, and he's talking to everyone, and someone asked him a question about cooking, and he said everyone, the people that he associates with, does cook. He did take a little jab and said, they do the side dishes, the baked beans and this and that. He didn't name coleslaw, but I think he knew what he was doing when he said that. And so at that very moment, Ariane happened to be in the chat, and she caught on to that. And she went along and said, associates, that what we doing now or something, or I'm just an associate now. And like a couple of comments later, she said, bye, Mr. Holt, or bye, Mr. Martell, but I think she said bye, Mr. Holt. And she got off. She then went on and did her own live. And in her own live, she started talking about how she was She knows that she was wrong because she was all in her head. She said, don't believe ends because they say whatever they want to say and they ain't truthful. She said that she was in her own head thinking that she don't be with a married man because basically it's not worth it. And she seems to really be on the fact that, they are no longer together anymore. So if that is the case, I don't think that Martell would want her on the show anymore at this point, because that would just be more chaoticness for him. So with that being said, do y'all believe what Ariane says, and could y'all accept her righting her wrong?
Not on the show.
She admitted it.
I saw her live, and y'all already know that I don't care. But y'all know that I don't follow her. But I did see the live, and she looked sincere, and she looked like she was fed up. And a woman's not going to come out and say what everybody else wants to hear until she is fed up. So at this point, you can definitely see like she's over the whole situation. And she seemed like she was remorseful. She might not have said what everybody else wanted her to say, but she said enough to where Melody, you know what I'm saying, can receive what she said, because she said basically that she was wrong, which is the point of an apology anyway. Not all the extra fancy words that people be wanting on top of it. The point of an apology is to acknowledge you're wrong.
And she did. She wrote her wrong. And she even admitted to the fact that, she doesn't even hold Mel responsible for the things that she has said and done, because she knows that was out of hurt. And she basically caused her that hurt. So I think that was really big of her, from where she has been and what she has been doing. And on top of that, being hurt and still have the nerve to be woman enough to apologize. I think that was very admirable of her. And I kudos to her for that, because that's not easy, especially knowing that people are going to judge you on what you say regardless. So I believe that it was really good for her to acknowledge that. And I messes with that for that alone. Okay.
Because she finally got him full time and seen what the headache was about. Somebody can be your man on the side, but he going home at the end of the day. You get to have a little fun time. You don't have to deal with the ups and downs of a real relationship. But now that Melody's gone, now you get more of him and more of him and more of him, and you like, you're not all that fun no more. Really getting on my nerves.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, she was cool with him being her part-time lover. But when she got him all the way, she saw what it was really about.
Exactly.
She definitely had to step into that role, and she probably like, look, just like Mel.
Monique, I want to ask that question too. Thank you, Monique.
Well, she already admitted that she doesn't have the bad spending habits. It's that she said Marceau thinks so because she spends more than Marceau does. But when she buys for her, the children, whatever. And it was Marceau's idea for her not to work. If she had her own money at the time, she'd be spending her own money. But
no. It's not about necessarily spending, but when are they gonna move out from that small house?
Oh, see, who knows?
That's a question that Monique was trying that from Mark.
Who knows?
I want to know too.
And I would like to know more about that. Like, there's so much more to the Scotts that we could be.
I'm not watching that lady.
Say no. What? What?
You read it. I'm not doing that.
This is not the first time Ariane admitted she was wrong. Go back.
No.
Yeah, okay. But then she ended up going right back to him afterwards, so that don't count.
Well, I don't watch that lady, so.
Not that lady. Not that lady.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, she is trying, but she was trying. I don't think she may not want to anymore now that her and Martell are no longer together, though. That's the whole thing.
He was trying to what? Oh, get on the show.
Get on the show. But I don't think she wants to anymore. They are revealing that on the show. Okay, so hopefully sometime later on in the show, we will hear more about them moving or whatnot. Okay. Y'all got to caught up in big song. Elon Musk is very rich and almost. Oh, forget Elon Musk. He's weird me. So you don't have to do that to get on the show. Don't have to do what? I missed that. So
to buy a house or what?
she's still paying very well. She can be mad at Marcel 1 minute and be eating lunch at his house the next minute. And that's the problem.
What?
That's why you shouldn't air out everything, because that looks kind of crazy.
Hold on, what did it say? What she said?
She said Ariana said she can be mad at Marcel 1 minute and eating lunch at his house the next 10. That's something I would try to admit to. That sounds a little.
But I mean, at this point, they have to. They have a child, so it doesn't really matter how mad you get at somebody. If you are a good parent, you're gonna have to coexist with that person that you made a child with. That's how it should be. We need to get out of the norm that when you have children with somebody, just because y'all are not together no more, y'all have to be enemies. That should not be the norm. If y'all have kids together, y'all need to be friends for the child. Y'all don't have to continue sleeping with each other, but y'all should definitely be friends for that child. So I hope that she would be over there eating lunch after this because they have a child together.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But she needs to be like more specific about that also, because people can take that any type of way. But
who
that's
cares what they think?
She could have just did that just to get on the show. But I think as much as she has done, she would have to do a lot more than just say that and get on the show.
Yes, because they don't want her there.
I really would. I really would want Mel to leave the show so that we can see Marcel dating somebody else and just enjoying life. Like she needs to. Or then they show us how they're cooperating and how they're talking to each other. Some healthy relationships that they have going on. Right now, it's just too much.
There's no steps to you on the show. Well, then hopefully, I'm hoping that she would. I took it as her being sincere. I really did, especially because she didn't have to go to the extreme that she did. And I feel that she didn't get on to say that, but I felt she just felt compelled at that moment, and that's what made it so sincere for me.
Yeah, because she wasn't talking about that the whole live.
Exactly. So it just came on at some point. So
the question that she was being asked, because she had start going through and start answering like some questions.
Yeah.
Because like at first she wasn't talking about that, but then she started answering questions.
Mm-hmm. Well, should happen. They will drop the kids off at the book side, and then since we should be able to go parent as well. I mean, and that's.
Monique, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this with you.
Yes, I believe she was sincere. Yes, I believe her. Yes, I mean, and you can. I mean, sometimes things can get the best of you, and you just feel like you gotta go for the jugular, and sometimes it's not the best intention, and sometimes you regret it afterwards. But the thing is, you can't take it back because that once you put it on social media, it's there forever. You're gonna have beef with me, she's gonna have beef with me forever. So that is what it is. But the people kept coming for Ariana. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just feel like you gotta go there because of the public eye that you are in. So it's hard to maintain your composure, especially when you got to go hard for yourself and the man that you're in this with doesn't go hard for you. And that was a whole nother thing. Martell didn't go hard for her as I feel he should have if he really did care for her that much. I mean, it's just have the woman's back. Or in some way, shape, or form, but you want to, go back and forth with your ex-wife, and then you can't even have the back of the girl that you're with that you decided to leave her for. It just leaves them both in an uproar, and he's stuck in the middle, not looking like the greatest of it all. So that'd be real unfortunate. Nicole, people came for you the way they came for Ariana. Will you flip off?
Nah, because I don't care.
I don't give up about none of that.
Y'all know I don't care. Y'all know I don't care. Like, and this is not the only thing I do. Like, y'all know I got other businesses and other, like, I got some stuff in store. And I know that I'm not going to be able to clap back at everybody. I don't care. I have a trusted circle that I can vent to. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing. People need to stop biting off more than they can chew. Like even with us up here, right? We now put ourselves out here to be talked about, made fun of, whatever. Like if you don't have the tough skin to take it, you need to sit back and off somebody's camera. You know what I'm saying? Like you put your business out there, and people are allowed to say whatever they're gonna say because that's what people do. And if you can't take it, you should just stay off of social media in that aspect. Like,
Can't take the heat.
I know they're gonna talk about me, but guess
That's
what? I'm gonna talk about them back.
Mark, the truth is not in you right now, sir. You funny. Yeah, there's stuff like that. Calling her a peasant and you out here getting, put up on.
He was kissing up to Melody when he said that, though.
True, and then that still goes to show this woman has gone through all of this to be with you and having to deal with all of this, and you want to stick up for her, and you left her, Melody, your wife, because she wasn't sticking up for you or treating you as such. But you want to do that? It's like I think he played with her head just as much too, and that's a whole nother thing. I think Martell was faithful to Melody. The marriage started to go sour, and he cheated. Ariane made him feel wanted. He got caught up. It became difficult for him to choose. Bad situation.
Can I say something?
Yeah, please.
Not only wants it. Y'all have to remember, if you go back to season 1, you can see that Melody would talk down to him, make him feel less than a man. She had that builder's license. That's another thing that she held over him. And I think that in addition to their communication being off at the time, when he was around Arian, he felt like a man. He felt like he was on a higher pedestal than when he went home. You know what I'm saying? And let's just be real, a man needs his ego stroked.
Absolutely.
And Melody wasn't stroking that ego no more. You on mute, Maud.
I was saying yes. I agree.
But that is true. I mean, and that goes to show, like, she put you on this high ass pedestal, and yet you calling her a peasant. Like, I'd be mad at that too. I mean, who wouldn't be mad at that? At some point, it's like, dang, how you gonna put me out on French like that? I can't go on the show to defend myself. I'm being told not to say nothing on social media. So
she should have been mad at herself because you did play yourself like a peasant because you was sniffing a married man balls. You should be mad at yourself. That is what a peasant do. Go get you a man that's single and make him feel like the man.
Not a good wife. And a lot of people have forgotten about season 1, and that's so true. That's why sometimes I post clips. I'm gonna start posting more clips from season 1 on my YouTube. On my
she's gonna lose all the rest of her fans if you do that, because they don't remember.
I started doing that before this season aired. That's what I was doing, but I'm gonna get back to doing that, because that reminded me of a lot of stuff. So make sure y'all is following all of us on IG, actually. And I will be starting to post more clips from season 1 again, like I was before. But that is so true. Why is not Ariane Worth why is he not with Ariane after all the Eagle stroke? Because he probably got what he needed. And now it's said that he's with somebody else. So who's able to
because he started being around her full time and start seeing all the stuff that she don't do.
Yeah, they only had to deal with each other at a minimum. Now they're dealing with each other.
Yes.
Plus a kid.
You gotta think about it. They only was around each other to have fun. They was never around each other to do serious things, make serious decisions. They was around each other to have fun and to escape their normal life. So now that they have to have normal life, they they see that they really not compatible for that. Yes.
He got what he needed from her. She got a beautiful son out of him. And now it's just back to, now their main objective and main thing is Knox and not each other. So now you're just back to the basics, back to whatever. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what they both thought that they were really going to get at the end of it all. Like, did she expect to get married or, whatnot? And it's crazy because, for the first time, just months ago, for the first time, he finally showed himself on her live, and everyone thought that was a big deal and that they were getting somewhere. And now at the highest peak, and now it's just over that quick. And that's messed up, because why would you go through all of that just to get here that quick?
Because he was never gonna be serious with it. He was never gonna have her as my wife. Okay, that was not expectations, because if you remember, even he was asked by Marcel was asked, how is he when she's around? Do you think this is somebody that he might be checking for? And the guys say they said no, this is not somebody that he's gonna settle with. So it's clear, even for among his friends, that is just somebody for a good time. So, but then again, Ariana, on the other hand, maybe she was feeling, oh my gosh, I'm bringing competition to the wife. I might, if they divorce, I might be, stepping. You know what I'm saying? So she never knew, she never knew that she can never be married if he decided to divorce Melody. So but yeah,
let's just be serious. These females need to understand, if sex is the most important thing that you have to offer, baby, give it up, because sex is supposed to be the icing on the cake, not the ingredients.
Amen. I fuck with that. Yes, Mark, you could come up in a minute. But before we do that, I wanted to get to this because I was getting to it and we stopped. So the whole IG live between Marceau and Letitia. Okay, how do y'all think? First of all, she ended up going live for about 8 minutes, for anyone who doesn't know. And she was talking, at first she started talking about, the whole Galentine thing. And then it turned into her answering questions that people were asking on the chat. And she had asked a certain question, and Marceau was there with her, and he was talking, and he got into the mix of saying something about dating a big girl or something like that.
Yes.
Along with something else. All he did was clear up the big girl thing and not clearing up the fact of his cheating. And she caught that. She was like, oh, so you're going to clear up the big girl thing? Is that the no to the big girl thing or the no to the cheating? And once again, Marceau does what he does best. And he danced around, did the hokey pokey, turned himself around and everything on that answer. And he still didn't answer. He was giving them shady remarks that he does best, which is his MO. And she was not having it at that point.
She was not having it. She was not having it at that
point. She was like, she's no Marceau. And I think she said Marceau gonna get his ass whooped or something like that, because she was not having it. And he kept going for it, thinking it was funny. And she was like, it's not funny. This, that, and the third. And he is just going on and on and on, not answer directly, but still saying his little thing and thinking that it was funny. She was heated on that live.
She was. And she was actually telling him, you're being disrespectful.
And it was disrespectful.
You've been married to that man for 1,000 years. You keep walking yourself into that. You know what he gonna do. You want to look like that. If you didn't want to look like that, you wouldn't keep doing that. He not about to have no intimate conversation with you on camera. Give it up.
She was answering the question to one of the people in the chat.
I know.
I agree.
So you walked yourself into that.
I agree with you, Nicole. I agree.
You walked yourself into that. You thought the live was going to say you?
She asked him to go get some nachos because she was trying to. She kept telling him to go get some nachos.
She thought the live was going to save her. Girl, the live just made him be even more of an asshole that he is.
That's right. He had the audience for it. He was in full mode. He was like, let me put my Marceau on real quick. Marceau put on his Marceau. That's what he did.
That's what he does. You've been married to him 1,000 years. You know what he does. You stressing yourself out. You stressing your own self out at this point.
Right.
Exactly.
And now we think it's funny.
Talking about.
Now we think it's funny. We laughing with Marcel now.
At this point, yes, because it's been going on for so, and that's what I said. I said this to somebody else. I'm not shocked at what he said. I'm shocked that I am so immune to it now that it's starting to be funny to me. At first, it was not funny to me. If I was a person coming in for the first time, I'd be like, who's this asshole? How dare he? You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, oh, Lord, here come Marceau. And that's scary that I'm thinking like that. Like, I've really come immune to him being like this. And I think that goes to show if I can be immune to it, I see how Tisha is immune to it now. Because she's
right. You've been married to him for 50,000 years. What do it matter at this point? You got all the money in your name. Who cares?
He said that's tasty nacho. Now I do want some nachos. What's the vibe? What's goody? Thanks for joining. Yes, I mean, so it's like, come on. At this point, what really can you do? But it was still messy nonetheless. I mean, sometimes you just gotta not engage in it. But he himself walks himself into it. Because he knows if he's gonna be there, people are gonna ask the questions. They've been asking the same question for 3-4 years now. So he already knows what to expect. So when he gets into this, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's about to get into. He knows what people are going to be asking. And if he takes it upon himself to respond, he picks and chooses. You got to understand, he also picks and chooses what the questions are that he answers anyway also. So he chose
As
to
he
go
should.
there. He chose to go there. So it is what it is. Hey, Ryan. Yes, and that's facts. Facts. People change, so miss me with that if you don't know me by now. I mean, people change and some don't. Some people have.
And it don't matter if he changed or not. She wake up with that man, go to sleep with that man. So if he changed, she'd be the first to know. So she keep playing herself. Because he's never going to give you what you want in front of a camera, boo-boo. Ever.
Mark, Scott's always Scott. Okay? Scott's always Scott. What is you talking? Don't go there. Don't go there. But at this point, okay, so at this point, we are going to let Mark come on for his perspective. And Mark, please behave. But I am about to drop the link in the chat for you. And you can bring your arse on up here. Say. But this was a good episode. And I'm ready to see what happens.
I'm ready to see the conversation. I'm ready to see the conversation.
And Marcel are going to be talking about in that car.
Me too.
Because she looks serious. Mm-hmm. And he looked like he see
like
that she is serious.
Just like the chair throw.
Say what?
I feel like they're gonna disappoint us just like the chair throw.
You know what? You're right, E. Nicole. Let me not even get hyped.
Because I ain't about to disappoint myself.
Not even get hyped.
2 weekends in a row. I'm not doing it.
I need to learn. Thank you for bringing that to me.
Set the expectations low so we can be surprised when the show come on.
Thank you so much. Because I'm getting all hyped for nothing. You're right. Getting dressed and nowhere to go.
Hey, I really want them to deliver. I want it. I want to watch it and see.
What it do? Hello,
welcome, Mark. How you been,
Mark?
How you doing, Mark?
What's going on?
Y'all didn't talk about one part I needed y'all to talk about.
Well, let's talk about it now. What is it?
Hey, Tiffany, Lewis, and Martell are up in the wine loft.
We did talk about that.
Okay, go ahead.
There was a part that's what I'm saying. Maybe I missed it. Martell said, I did not need the kids there. I just wanted the communication. And I've been
saying that
the whole time. He was not being selfish. Most men, when they get, I'm divorced. I have 2 kids by 2 different women. And the thing is, I'm going to ask you for something. and I'm not trying to get my way, at least communicate with me. And that's all. That's the. If you go look back, Martell didn't say, "Oh, she didn't bring the kids she needed to do." He was trying to make plans, and she didn't. And that's the only thing I think that he was hurt or disturbed by. And he said it again this if she would have communicated,
yes,
just don't say nothing. And so that was that one. And the other thing is, I think you just brought up a very interesting point. At a certain point, people, what it do, checking your boo. I think one of the things that you have got to do is this. Marcel has literally said, if the shoe don't fit, you must have quit. I'm not answering. We listen to this, and I'm saying this because I've been thrown in this rumor with Marcel as well. We done got rumors about us saying a sex tape. We done got rumors that I'm dogging Melody, that I'm trying to be with Melody, that I'm trying to be. Listen, Marcel has said this, and he said this. Marcel put up a video that said, if you are listening to the rumors, go finish listening to what they're saying. Go finish to hear what they're saying. If you're gonna believe that, and the problem is this. I made a live the other day and I said this, ma'am, if you have the kid, or there is Scots Anonymous out here for you. We have Scots Anonymous. You can come forward with the kid and we can protect you. We can protect you from the backlash. At some point, please just show yourself.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
We can talk about Ariane to death, but Ariane
has a child, right?
No, she just had the balls to beat Ariane. She was like, look, I did it. At some point, 4 years in, listen to this. I ain't saying it. I don't know if y'all watch the news, but y'all know who Vicky White is? Vicky White is the white lady who broke the dude out of jail. And
yes.
So what we're saying is this man's male parts are good enough to take all the heat, all the scrutiny, all the blind trips, like the stuff we're talking about these people. Y'all can go Google. Y'all can go Google and literally bring up.
Hi, Dorian. Sorry to disappoint, dude.
Right, deuces. Y'all can literally go Google Melody's dad. Y'all can go find out who she is. Y'all should go. Anyway. The problem is this: if Tisha if somebody has really had this on Tisha or wants it, how rich do we think Marcel is? How really rich do we think Marcel really is to have 20 girlfriends?
To silence them,
have outside babies, run this, and build a house and all of this. I mean, God, dog.
But I agree with Good Life. Your brother needs to answer those questions, though.
No.
The wife. The wife is hurting. She's crying. That's the reason why she came to talk to you outside your business.
But what you're saying is Marcel need to answer his wife on camera.
Yes.
No, Marcel.
No, I don't feel that. I do feel he needs to answer her, though. Period.
But Confessions, she's asking these questions on camera, so then answer me on camera.
Okay, that's true. But the thing is, she shouldn't have to wait for the cameras to roll to say it to him either.
Marcel's not.
He should be willingly saying it. Period.
I agree.
No.
I agree.
Find out.
I agree.
We don't see her finding out for the first time on camera.
I agree.
She's already found out. You know what I'm saying?
This
shouldn't even be a thing.
Here's the drama. If I'm answering something for you on camera, I'm not answering it for you. I'm answering it.
That's what I do. What's the vibe, baby? You know it. I'm into this.
That's what I'm saying. People who answer stuff on camera are answering it for the people. Oh, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. If Melody was a friend, you don't have to tell the public what you're doing as a friend. If Marcel answers this as a husband, then what he's trying to do is prove the husband that he is.
But
shouldn't you prove the husband that you are?
If he didn't listen to this, and I'm gonna say this to anybody who's not married or getting married, If I have to go on camera to prove the husband that I am, then I'm not the husband that I am.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that you have to do it on camera.
I agree.
This should have been something that should have already been talked about when it happened.
And I agree.
Right. And what I'm saying is, this rumor's been going on for 4 years. They haven't stopped celebrating anniversaries. They still keep making videos. So obviously, what we're looking at is we're listening for the known, but we're not looking at the unknown pictures, the unknown stuff. The unknown that happens is they're still together. They're still making
welcome, KK.
If they're still doing these things, then they are.
Mark. But Mark,
hold on.
I hear what you're saying. And listen,
Monique King.
And I hear what you're saying.
And that's what I'm saying, checking you, boo.
I hear what you're saying. Up until now, I have been saying, if there are no receipts, let's move on. Let's stop talking about it. Listen, Mel was asked, Letitia asked Mel, what is your proof that you kept saying that my husband has been cheating on me? Where is the proof? She told him, go to YouTube. That's no proof, okay?
Even though, why are you shaking your head? What's that? What's that say?
Because I don't agree with you, Confessions, and checking you, boo. You know how we rock, but I don't agree with you either. Because how could he not be answering her in private, but they still married? They still married. Hold on. Because you're not about to stay married to somebody who's not answering you in private. They're married. She ain't went nowhere. He answered her in private. She don't want to look stupid to y'all, so she want him to answer on camera.
And
that's fine. So then you should be able to help her.
So if that's the case, he shouldn't have no problem answering her the way he answered her in private.
That's like you loving your grandma and you on TV and your grandma said you don't love me unless you say it on camera.
And what I'm saying is this.
And if he did answer it to her, then yeah, she shouldn't be mentioning it at all. Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, listen to this. We all watched the show, and we watched with the real T. Got to call me calling her Soup Cooler Lips, and Destiny was going at it, and then Soup Cooler Stormy pulled the. Why are you talking about me? You're mocking me. They went back and forth at it for 4 or 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm saying is, for TV, Marshall doesn't care what y'all think. I don't care what y'all think. People have listen to this. I done been engaged.
But your wife cares. Your wife's feelings are being hurt. That's why she's crying.
Because when they do reality TV, they are going to bring up a scene. Talk about this scene. If she think about this, I don't know if you've ever been married or divorced. When you don't care no more, a woman will take your drawers when she leaves you. If this was bothering Tisha, and if Tisha really felt this way, do you think that Tisha's gonna sit in front of the world and just say, "Oh, I'm here because of the kids"?
Well, we're gonna find out in the conversation that is coming up. Because
wait, Maud, I'm gonna say this to you because I don't want you to sound like an ignorant panelist. The show is done being.
Correct.
The show is done being taped.
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the IG live that y'all just saw is post the show.
Right.
So that means whatever y'all finna find out next week is something they done already lived through. And guess what we can say? They're already living through it. So if they've already lived through it, then whatever the problem is, guess what? It ain't so bad. It ain't so bad. It ain't so
I hear what you're saying.
That's why Nicole reminded me not to get hyped because we already know they already
done.
That's true.
Right. But what I'm saying, when you and the problem and the thing I try not to do is I try not to give so much tea because I've seen them already live through it. I've already, like the stuff that y'all watch on. This is the thing that y'all have to realize, that Marceau lives it, then he tapes it, and then he has to live through y'all saying it again. That's
not just him. It's everybody. It's everybody.
No. But I'm saying, at what point do I get to? I'm not even on the show yet. I'm not on the show. And what I'm saying is, I lived through a relationship I had with.
I agree with Mocha Mima.
You just clout chasing. You just clout. Right. This show was less than 3 months ago. The Valentine's Day. So if Valentine's Day is when they had this thing, can we not think that, dang, it's almost June? Are they still together? If you think Tisha's putting up with all of this for money, and here's the other thing. Some people, money don't mean that much to everybody. Money doesn't mean that much. I promise you. Some people, listen, I've been a lot of money to show the videotape that I have on Van. I've been offered lots and lots of money. I have a screenshot right now of a lady who offered me $10,000 not to speak Van's name no more. I can't do it. You can't control me through money. I have my own money. I have. Listen to this. I'm gonna show you how the power of lying goes. Melody just did an episode tonight that says, I don't need nobody to hold my own. I don't need nobody to do stuff for me. Then what is the script about? Hey, y'all, send me the DMs of what Mark is saying because I need to meet him in court. If you don't need help, then you got your own team. You don't need to ask people. Since she's made that, I made an IG video and said, hey, if you ask me to stop by Mother's Day, I'll stop. Do you think I've got one thing? Her lawyer would have came correct and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. You stop now and, there won't be anything. Have I gotten that? No. Have I gotten brought to court yet? No. So the problem is you have to realize that a lot of these things are inflated, gaslighted to keep certain people relevant. Melody has no baby, no husband, 4 children. She went from building $1 million homes to selling Embrace, which flopped because Embrace isn't doing anything.
She's been good.
Well, Embrace hasn't sold a damn thing. Then she went to 5th Avenue. Now she's doing Stormy's hair care products on Canvas. And she started singing. Your career trajectory has done just this since you done started the show. And the only thing you got with these fans is the sympathy.
I hear you. She's taking advantage of it. All I was saying is,
you can only take advantage of sympathy for so long.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's get back to the show. We are getting way off topic. Yes, I don't know where we going here, but we going somewhere completely different. Let's get back to where we were.
Marshall isn't answer questions because the truth is, first of all, he didn't sign up for a show to answer questions. He didn't sign up. He didn't sign up for a show to see how good. He answered for business. And the truth is, if the show gets back to business, we'll get back to business. If we ask the show to get back to business, we'll get back to business. But we want to talk
I really want them to get back to business. I really want this show, Confessions.
The show needs to get back to where it was to begin with, period.
Yes.
It got completely railed off with Melody and Martell.
Yes.
And now that they are divorced, they should be working to get back to where it first was. Because all of this other stuff is just irrelevant. Yes. And it has nothing to do with nothing but drama and gossip. And I'm starting to get uninterested at this point.
The question though, and this is what I said. I did the IG live and said, when are we, the fans, the bloggers, and everybody going to change the narrative and say, hey, what are these people doing? Like if you look at the social media, that Kimmy and Maurice just opened a law firm or just partnered with.
Beautiful.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about how Marshall's 20 women's. Wanda is opening a food truck. What kind of food is she selling? We want to stay in the. It's a part of the show. Is Carlos gives us a narrative. He feeds us a little bit, and then we bite on it so hard. I'm with you. I want to get back to the narrative. I want to see what Marcel's doing with his house. Mm-hmm. Want to see what cases Maurice has handled. We haven't seen anybody who's about business like Chris Fletcher, the real estate agent. We haven't seen him.
Right.
Billy. We haven't seen Jalen in the bar. All we do now is talk about cheating.
That's true.
I mean, when
Yeah.
we say, hey, our narrative is going to be like, and I'm saying this because I think it's
Okay, Mark, we are getting off track here. I want to get back to the show.
Go ahead.
Do
What
you
was the
have
question?
anything you want to add about the show tonight?
the show.
That's where we're going to be. That's why I wait to bring you on, because you take us somewhere we ain't trying to be, honey. We talking about the show.
Melody got called out. She got hemmed up in that corner because Destiny was ready to handle Stormy. And the one thing y'all can
Now, let's take a poll here. If that were to have happened, who holding more, Destiny or Stormy? Who do y'all think would win in that?
Destiny.
Destiny?
Yes.
Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Is Destiny or Stormy holding?
Okay, let's do another poll.
Let's do this one first, Mark. Hold on.
I'm
Let's
just
take it over. That's why you can't come up all the time. Nicole, what do you think? Who hold it? Stormy or Destiny?
I like Destiny, but I think Stormy take her down because Destiny do too much talking. And when you do a lot of talking, you don't really do a lot of fighting.
Not when you from Detroit. That's all I'm saying. When you from Detroit, what you got?
I know people from Detroit,
I'm from Detroit.
and I'm
That's
close
your
to
story.
Detroit, and we ain't doing all that talking. We just gonna do what we gotta do.
Everybody is saying Destiny, hands
Oh,
down.
God. Yes.
Okay,
Me and KK got Stormy, and KK, when Stormy win, drinks on me.
Right.
Okay, look, KK, you heard it, girl. Okay.
The other part.
Nicole said drinks on her. Stormy looks like she could fight.
But
yes, she do. Destiny for sure. Mokamima says Stormy was about to tie both. Well, it looks like Destiny looked like she was about to go for it though, because that's who production was holding back, and Stormy was just sitting pretty, just saying what she wanted.
And that's what real fighters do, though. We ain't finna do all of that.
Nah.
So who are you thinking, Mark? Who holding, Destiny or Stormy?
Destiny is definitely.
I'm with it, KK.
Destiny is what I'm saying. Not even just her being from Detroit.
See, Stormy ain't about to mess with
foster care system, and I'm just saying those kids have different stuff to prove. I'm just.
she sounds scary. Now, does she seem scary though, Monique? Because you can sound scary, but it's to seem scary. Like, who would you really tussle with? You got a tag team. Who are you going for? That I really don't know who I would pick at this point.
Okay.
Because I mean,
I believe that too,
that's a lot, but Stormy looked like she might take her out. I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be easy. I'm not saying Stormy can't throw hands. I'm just saying I think when it comes out to the final outcome, it's not a one-hitter quitter, if I can say it that way. I'm just gonna lay Stormy out. Stormy looked like she didn't. Light-skinned girls, and forgive me if I'm colorizing, but light-skinned girls have always had to prove that they can hold. Right.
That is true. Them tears was someone who was ready to get down and couldn't do what they want to do. I can respect that, sis. I get that part. That is true, because she was crying. You cry when you mad, not because you hurt or whatever. But you mad because you can't do what you want to do.
Destiny was.
So that's something to consider. Let's talk and just throw down. Well, it looked like Destiny was trying to, but she got held back.
Right. Look at this. If y'all saw that,
Destiny's hot to choice so because she carries not a knife. God damn.
But that's what they do. That's what they do, though.
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna do I don't know yet. I don't know.
When Kimmy and them couldn't hold her no more, you saw that engineer dude grab her. So what I'm trying to say is,
exactly, Mokamima.
She said two girls.
Melody. Right. I'm just saying.
Check you moving out your hands.
I'm just saying. Right.
She talked too much.
Some even find out her life. Listen to her story. She ain't no stuff. That's true. That's facts, Smoke Beamer. Okay, I can mess with that.
Ouch. I just don't think it's gonna go all the way. I'm just saying I think they're gonna give a good fight, but I think it's gonna end up with, like, if this was a boxer, I'd be like, and the boxing champion goes to
Judge Matthews.
Yeah, he did say that. He did. Run up and you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Gina, aka Christina. Hey, sis.
Okay, here's another question for you. Here's another poll. Melody called T a B, and who do you think was ready for that one?
I mean, Tisha also called Melody a B. Now, I mean, Kiki said in one of her lives that her and Tisha have gone at it fist fought. So I think oh shoot. You know,
you gotta choose somebody.
You gotta
choose somebody. You gotta choose some.
I'm
Tisha?
telling you, listen to me, and I'm
I
saying
might have to go with Tisha.
that Bessemer come out at Tisha, and it's no joke.
Because Kiki said that they have fought before. Nicole, what you think? Because that look says a lot.
They both give me windmill energy.
Give you windmill energy?
They both give me windmill energy.
I'm with you.
Tisha too?
Both of them give me windmill energy.
Okay, so
Wait,
who
first of all, when you having a back and forth type of debate on anything, and you don't stand up unless you're about to do something. Don't stand up.
Wait,
if we both sitting down talking, don't stand up talking to me.
I have a question for you. What is windmill energy? I don't know what that is.
When they fight like that.
Okay.
Word. Wait, nobody.
And don't put no windmill behind you, because windmill can take a lot out of you, for real.
And
that's
also, Kiki, like, I like Kiki. Kiki is growing on me. But just because Kiki said that they don't give me no validity right now, because I never seen Kiki fight. So y'all both could have just been rolling all over the ground.
So you think
that what you're saying?
No, I said they both give me windmill energy.
Right.
Okay, so I said if they windmilling it out, who go windmill the best?
Oh, whoever fall first, because if somebody trip and fall, then they lost. But they both.
Okay, who's taller, Melody or Tisha? I need to go with height. I need to know the height.
Melody is taller.
Melody.
Yeah.
And that means she got longer reach.
She can slap down harder.
Say this, and here goes my colorism.
Hey.
I'm gonna say this, and here goes my colorism. I tell people I'm light skinned, but I fight like I'm dark skinned. Dark skinned people fight different. That's all I'm saying. Light skinned people don't be want to get hit in the face. Dark skinned.
You think she would beat Kiki up? Hold on, Monique think that Tisha would beat Kiki up.
She used to.
Tisha would be Kiki. Kiki had a good life per Wanda. I mean, but Kiki said there's times when she got
That's
hurt.
That's why I said that don't validize it for me. It was Kiki saying that, because Kiki can't fight.
But I ain't never heard, and I'm telling you a lot of stories.
But they've been in more than one fight, so either of them ain't scared of the other, obviously.
Right, because they both can't fight. They don't walk away with no war wounds. You feel me? Like, if you walk away with some real war wounds, you're not gonna tend to want to just keep on fighting the person and get cut up and slashed up and bruised up.
I wonder, has it came to a point, they could fight and then someone's there and they don't broke it up before it can go any further. So you got to understand, do they fight to the depth of it, or does someone have to break them up?
Now, when you cousins, we fight to the death because we're cousins. We family. This ain't a personal. We fight family harder than we fight people on the streets.
I'm saying.
Then Wanda jump in. That's a good point. Wanda jumps in all the business. She probably jumping in them fights too, because she ain't scared.
Okay, here's another.
She ain't scared. She looked like she. And even how you see in the next the sneak peek of next week, how she gets all up in and calling them bees and stuff in the whole house. Wanda look like she ready for a fight her daggone self.
Here's another.
Only way I say Tisha win is because Tisha got a lot of built up anger with this Marcel stuff.
Let me say it like this, and I'm gonna say this so we can go. Let me say it this way. This woman ain't gone on live. She done talked about everything, and she ain't been fault.
I mean, who you talking about, Miss Wanda?
No, I'm talking about Melody has heard Ariane say a bunch of stuff about her husband, and she ain't been fault. So I'm just saying, if I was a woman and you go embarrass me on live, I'm put these paws on you at some point.
Okay, but remember, there was a time where I don't know who said it, but was there a time that Melody had pulled up with a couple of her friends at Ariane's?
That's what I'm saying.
How you bringing the friends? You run the friends to fight her. And then there was that time that Melody rolled up on Ariane and they had a discussion, but they didn't fight.
That's what I'm saying. Melody doesn't give me, I got them Paul's energy. She doesn't give me that. She doesn't give me that I will go ham on you. When she threw that cup, now I'm going to just say this. If any woman on here has thrown something at a man, you ain't throwing it at the ground. You ain't trying to scare him. You got to go ahead and get him.
Checking you, boo. I know that's right. You talk, I punch.
Well, but the reason why they put that table there is for a reason. What?
What? Martell emails problem. He's well. I mean, he the father of her kids, so he kind of, sort of, kind of is
talking about
a little bit. You know what? If you want to get a drink every time Mark says Melody, take a drink. That is a good drinking game.
What?
You might have to do that. Really? Yes, Melody brought the friends.
Yeah, we need to do that right now, actually.
Let's do that.
Take a drink.
Drink every time he says her name. There we go. That's gonna be, y'all gonna be so.
Nicole is like from the board.
I meant to bring my shot glass because I feel like I need a straight glass.
So okay. So if we're gonna do it in the spirit of this.
And just so you know, it is Kamisha Reviews crew that is up on this panel. Don't forget it.
So in the spirit of this, can we talk about more shows and more tea?
What you talking about?
So on the show okay. Are we talking?
We're talking strictly Love and Marriage Huntsville. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about DC and this goddamn Carlos King show.
Yes,
that's going on, and we are going to be here at 9:30 tomorrow on that, and at 6 o'clock.
I can't be here. I have Tipsy Talk.
Oh, that's right. What time? At 9, right?
9 o'clock.
And I have love something that is on Bravo, the dating show.
Okay, well, how about
I can come after that though.
How about say what?
The one on Bravo?
I can come after Tipsy Talk.
Then we'll start it at 10 then.
So
I want to be able to support you on Tipsy Talk. So we will be here tomorrow at 10 to review DC and Carlos King's show and whatever was talked about today, because that's a lot.
So
and
everybody
we still haven't gotten through these text messages about Destiny that we've been trying to get through forever. So
everybody
we'll do that also. We shouldn't have to spend much on DC because it was just an introduction. So we're going to do the introduction of DC. We're going to do Carlos King's nightcap. And we're going to talk about these text messages that were brung up about Destiny a couple weeks ago. I'm like, dang, a lot was spilled in them text messages.
So meet me at Tipsy Talk at 9 and then come over here at 10.
Do y'all agree with Destiny?
And don't forget, at 6 o'clock will be the premiere of The Locker Room.
Yes. We got a full jam-packed Sunday for y'all.
And we got some good stuff for y'all. We're going to be talking about some relationships. We're going to be talking about specifically, I believe, hold on, because I don't want to get it wrong.
Don't tell them Confessions.
Yes, just be in store for relationship talk and we're gonna get into some things so we all can
They gotta
relate to
come
love
and
and
see.
relationships. Y'all gonna have to come join here tomorrow at 6:00. See what happens. We've got a balanced panel of 2 men, 2 women who will be joining me. That is part of this panel. So y'all be
What?
sure to come and check that out as well. We got a lot going on tomorrow. It's about to be a good show.
6,
So make sure
9,
y'all
and
are following
10.
all of us on YouTube and Instagram, because Instagram, we will give y'all notifications of flyers and all of that such things. And it's about to go down. So we're going to have a good time.
So, got a
Yes.
question for you. Did Tisha have a valid argument when she said, or did Destiny and Tisha have a valid argument when they said that Melody doesn't want to?
We gotta take a drink. He said Melody. Look, let's start it right now.
So, does she have a valid argument if you don't want to mess with Destiny because she's an ops, but you can mess with Kiki, but she's related? How was that fair?
Okay, Melody. Okay, you don't want to mess with Destiny because she's ops, but Kiki.
No. Destiny was talking to the ops, but you can invite the ops family. Is that not super messy?
Mm-hmm.
That is. I would agree on that.
I don't agree.
Why not, Nicole?
Why?
Please state your thoughts.
So you can.
Well, like you said, her and Melody have been friends for a while, though. That is true. Her and friends have been friends for a while. They have, they know each other very well, supposedly. But what is that, Mark? What is that?
Oh,
what are you doing?
The lies. I was straightening out the lies. The problem is,
so they haven't been friends for a while.
This is what Tisha said. You didn't do this none the whole time we were friends. The whole time we were friends in 3 seasons, you've never invited Kiki to anything. Now all of a sudden I'm the ops, and now Kiki come around.
She's messy.
That's not true. I don't believe it.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Okay, please iterate, Nicole.
Yeah, help me out.
Just like they said, Kiki and Melody aren't best friends, but they do things together. It just wasn't showcased on the show.
But no.
Wait. When
Kiki said on her live that she does do things with Melody
after the fallout.
No, before.
Before that.
He hasn't, and that's what Tisha said.
I don't believe it.
Well, you don't have to believe it. I'm right here. I can help you.
And Kiki really just what Moni just said. I saw them too.
Yep. Melly's been
and I watched the live.
And she's been invited, and she didn't go. She's been invited. Listen to this. Being invited.
That's beside the point. She's been invited is the only point we making.
Right. Listen to what I'm saying. No, I'm not talking about whether they was. We're not talking about friends. What I'm saying is this: if Destiny is the ops and she is a friend, how much more is the ops and you my cousin?
I mean,
she's not.
You don't have to make a decision. If they don't get along, that's them. But if you're friends with someone, you don't have to not be because you don't get along with their cousin who's also your friend. That's childish.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is I'm being messy if I'm not talking to you just because you friends or talking to the ops. But I'm really being messy if I'm going to invite the family of the ops. Okay.
But if they're not even cool at the moment,
exactly,
what does that matter? That is her friend too.
Oh, okay. So if that's my friend too, then why tell Kimmy that she can't invite Martell because that's her friend too?
I mean, that's something deeper.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, that's what I thought. It doesn't matter.
Perhaps it's something deep. I mean, but for instance, I mean, it's a catch-22 at the whole thing.
Listen,
because
I have a friend I don't fuck with now, that I don't Fraggle rock with right now, because I've seen with my other friends were telling me. That's so now. Well, if I see what my other friends are telling, I tell people I mess with you the long way or the short way. I mess with some friends the long way, and I mess with you the short way. But I'm not gonna mess with you the long way if my friends don't mess with you the long way. That's all I'm saying. If somebody is not messing with,
but your friends never would have faulted you for doing it, because that's your choice to make whether you want to mess with them or not. So a true friend would never tell you to make a choice.
So then
a true friend will not give you money and then come tell us that she gave you a whole lot of money on TV.
Kiki is the real op.
How is Kiki the real op?
Because if I don't mess with Destiny anymore because she messed with you, and you related to Destiny, and I mess with Destiny, then I can choose that Destiny's the real op.
You're not even saying it right.
Oh yeah, I need you to say it again. I'm trying to catch it. Say it again.
You're not saying it right.
I don't mess with Destiny because she's friends with my opposition, aka Letitia. But I can with I can mess with Kiki, who is related to my opposition. If I'm not going to talk to the friends that's friends with my opposition, I'm damn sure not going to talk to the people who are related to my opposition.
Well, I thought the whole thing was that he heard her talking about her to the ops, is what the case was.
First of all, stop trying to understand women, because you never will. So the problem is,
really,
she don't mess with Tisha no more. Destiny was supposed to be her friend first, had nothing to do with Tisha. So now that you're going over there to mess with Tisha, and I don't mess with Tisha, I have a problem with you because you're supposed to be my friend, is why Melody's mad. Have nothing to do with
Tisha. Aren't they not friends at this moment? Because they weren't really cool by the end of last season. And that was right after the reunion took place, where Melody said, we're not cool at this moment, because Destiny didn't even know where they stood.
Right. So it hurt her feelings even more that she's overhearing her now talk to Tisha like, oh, so you really talking to my op on top of what we already got going.
Nobody said that's the, and here's what I'm saying. Destiny was saying, nobody said, hey, she didn't come out and said, hey, don't mess. Here's the difference. Kimmy heard directly, don't invite Destiny and don't tell Tisha. She heard that directly out. Nobody told Destiny, hey, that's not my friend, don't talk to her. That's unfair to punish her for saying that and then say, oh,
that's what I keep saying.
I'm just saying. Well, y'all don't. Exactly. That's all I'm just saying. Kiki should not have been at the.
But it's not thicker than water, though. And people prove that
every day.
Not all
blood is. Not all blood is.
Yeah, people prove that every day. It's not.
Except for most of the times it's not thicker is when you really are the op. That's the only really time it's not. When you choose to be the op, it's not thicker. That's all I'm saying.
Bye, Mai. We are about to wrap this up anyways, because I have not eaten all day but some fries.
And I just think that was a bad look. And then the other thing that I think happened, that Tisha actually asked her, she said, where are the receipts to the other person? And the other person said, go to you.
That's so true, Good Life. That's facts right there. Blood do you wrong like anybody. Sometimes worse.
And worse.
No, worse. I'm saying that. I don't disagree. I'm just saying if both of them should have been cut off if it's related to Tisha. My only other point is that Tisha said, where are yours? You the one trying to warn me? Open up your phone and show me this. And she was like, go to YouTube. So basically, I got the same thing everybody else in the that everybody else got, and you should believe me based on fake news. That's all I'm saying. At some point,
my family's straight, kicking you, checking you, boo. My family's straight. I just know how things happen within families. My family is straight though, so we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, yours is straight.
No,
that's real. I mean, there is nothing wrong. Because you gotta, like I said, there is his family you don't mess with, And and I don't even call them family. My thing is, I have family. And I have people that I am related to who are relatives. Relatives are the ones that I don't mess with, but family is family that I can actually call my family. But I can just be related to you, and that's not my problem because I didn't choose my family. I'm just related to you. So there are relatives, and then I have real
friends.
family.
Will, yep.
And all I was saying is, to the point is that I think Destiny got dealt a bad hand because she didn't know. I think she feels. I think I would feel a certain way, is that if you gonna stop me from coming to your party because I was talking to the person, then I think it should be double jeopardy for a person who is related to the family. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, then you double down, and the other part is, for me, is that Tisha said clearly, where are your, if I'm your friend, or if I was your friend.
Okay, let me hold you real quick before I forget. Melody has been inviting Kiki to things for years, and Kiki just didn't come out of respect for Tisha.
To some things. She came to some things, though.
But she finally, at some point.
But at the same time, here's the only other thing, and this is the only other point to that. Tisha was also coming to those things.
But Tisha didn't come to this one, wasn't invited to this one, so she felt that she could finally come to something. Like, okay, Tisha's not coming to this one.
No,
so I can come to, because any other time for the past 4 years, there was a time that Melody and Tisha were cool, and she was still inviting her. So she's still inviting her, even if Tisha and her are not cool. And now that Melody isn't there, okay, I'll come to this.
But here's the thing, though.
Either way, Kiki has to control whether or not she's going to not come or she's going to come. So you can't just put it all on Melody, because Melody's been inviting her. Kiki decided to come to this herself.
Well, Kiki,
and on top of the fact that you have to realize women friendships and men friendships are totally different. We're not going to tell y'all how to have friendships. Y'all can't look like women and men are totally different when it comes to friendships. It's just probably not never going to make sense to you, but it is what it is.
We're not saying, I'm not even talking about.
You don't understand, obviously, though.
What I'm saying is Destiny would have had we're not talking about if I understand them. When I'm talking, I came from a narrative that Destiny didn't understand how, hey, if I'm just talking to him and I don't know, that's all I'm just saying. If I'm talking to him and I don't know, then it's if you would have said, hey, that's my not friend, don't talk to him, then Destiny would have had an actual, then Destiny would have been in violation. But if you don't do that to Destiny, then she's not in violation. That's what I'm saying. That's what Destiny was trying to bring up. And
I have watched everything. Just because it wasn't put on the show doesn't mean she hasn't been invited.
Okay. Destiny hasn't been in any other things that have been open. There are 3. Destiny's been on, not Destiny, but Kiki's been on.
Okay, where's your proof checking you, boo, that she hasn't? Since you must got proof. If we don't, you must got it.
Because
I need to see the proof.
I can tell you, there's three things that Mel has did that Tisha she wasn't invited to the one where Tisha got escorted out. Right. She
already showed. Yeah, they keep saying I missed the receipts, but obviously Kiki has showed the receipt. So
and Kiki answered questions about it.
Yeah, she sure did.
After 4 years, okay. Tisha does an interview, earlier this season, and she said, my cousin is a motivational speaker, and she's trying to get her back off, and now I invited her to the show. Kiki is now trying to get her bag up and trying to get her brand out, and that is why Kiki's relevant. Period.
A lot of people get on shows to get on. Okay, what's wrong with that? She's not doing no harm by doing it. What's the harm right now?
The problem is she's going to make a she's gonna make a false accusation to get there. But can we talk about how the friend doesn't have receipts and keeps redirecting a friendship to Facebook to find out the real truth. If you my friend, shouldn't you have a picture or something, a text or something? If you my
say that again.
If you my friend, and I had a conversation with my two friends last week, and they said, "Take it from me, this ain't gonna work." And then I was trying to fight it. Then when I listened,
Mocha Mima, honey, behave.
Be nice to check.
I ain't got no moderators. See, I'm gonna have to give me a real moderator up in here because y'all be clowning sometimes in this chat.
You cannot go back and tell your friend to just look at YouTube for receipts. If you my friend, you got a receipt. That's all I'm saying.
No, checking you boo is a real person. Don't do checking you boo like that.
Kiki is well-educated woman. She is not on the show for exposure, nor is she stuck on her abusive husband. She is.
I'm not even gonna tell y'all.
Oh, dang, Monique, come on now. If you would have just kept that dot off.
The whole when she started by saying Keke,
checking you boo was probably Marcel.
That's why I said don't do checking you boo like that.
I'm just.
You know what though? I would love it if it was.
No, checking you boo is our boo.
That would be the shit for me.
Just saying.
I swear for Jesus. Checking your boo. I would like for you to.
I don't care how nobody get their bag on. Get their bag on. Everybody need to get their bag on.
I'm calling you girl. I don't even know if you a girl. Shoot,
I know we do always say her when we say checking you boo.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to be one of those people who does them and there and all that because that might be.
Kiki came on.
But, might not like that also. Checking you boo. Can you at least reveal your gender or what you go by, what you identify as?
What do you want us to refer to you as?
Yes, because you come in here, you have a lot to say. You are here every night, every single week. And I appreciate you because you are the loyalist. You, Monique, be up in this piece. And I appreciate y'all.
And checking your boo come on my side.
Everybody in the chat who comes here every single week, first of all. And I love that y'all come, and I hope y'all come back every single week. And I hope y'all enjoy the show.
Can I
drop the crowns in the chat if you're having a good time? But yeah, so checking you boo, I need to know.
Can I clear up the room?
Really I am used to the simple. They probably thinking that. Was it true?
Right.
True. That's true.
And
I love you, Lori. I hope you come back, baby. Where'd you find? Because I posted it on Twitter and on Instagram. Oh yeah, how did all of y'all get here? Do y'all see the post the flyers that I post? And make sure y'all tell a friend and bring a friend back next week so we can really
checking
get it.
You boo said, call me checking you boo.
Right. That she might be a Scott.
You're fine, my boy up in here. Now, Yaron is also part of the locker room that will be premiering tomorrow. So y'all just make sure y'all come check it out. We got some things in store for y'all. We do. Yes, man, Lori. Yeah, so my suggested video on YouTube. Okay, I'm getting suggested. That's what's up. That's what I like to hear. Lori, where are you from? Where are you checking in from?
Where are you from, KK?
Checking you, but where the heck are you? That's what I need to know. I think you might have answered before, but I need to know because I'd be like, come on.
That's Tito.
Because Checking You Boo was the first one to put a comment up in this bitch waiting for us earlier today. I'd be like, she be on it, and that's loyalty. I like that. And make sure y'all
like come and supports me on hashtag on everything. So I'm biased when it comes to Checking You Boo. Don't mess with Checking You Boo.
Yeah. You heard it, y'all. You heard it. And Mocha Mima be up in this piece too.
And me and KK going for drinks, so don't mess with KK either.
And so KK, you gotta come back because you have drinks with Nicole and stuff.
Anybody who disagrees,
you from the Shot-Town. Lori's from Shot-Town.
Anybody who disagrees with Mark
in Nashville currently. Gotcha, baby. Gotcha.
Hashtag if you say her name.
Now we saying Checking You Boo is Tisha. Come on now. Checking You Boo, I'm gonna need you to stick up for yourself. Tell us something, because you Marcel, you Tisha. I heard you was Martell's fan page from somebody else. Who are you?
your boo.
You was like the biggest mystery every
You are who
week.
you thought you were. You checking your boo. Listen, I'm somebody who don't want to answer a question. Don't answer the goddamn question. Flat out.
Oh, you must know who it is, then, Mark. She
Nope.
is. They are who, him, her, whatever is your biggest fan up in this mug.
My biggest fan is me. That anybody second is I appreciate it, but I'm my biggest fan. I love me.
No, checking your boo is your Annie Wilkes. And if anyone knows what I'm talking about, y'all my people. I ain't even about to explain Annie Wilkes. But if y'all know who Annie Wilkes is, y'all my people.
Because some people have critical thinking and checking your boo. E. Nicole, Confessions, Mod, y'all have critical thinking. So part of these fans, I be thinking to myself like,
Good life say it's Marcel.
And this person can't even use
They can say it's Mark Side.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I am so done up in here. I thought about it too. It might have been your ex-girlfriend that had reached out to me. I thought about that one too.
She's already engaged.
Sarah laughing at you. Oh, Lord. Lori, be nice. You just got here. Look, Mark comes once in a while.
Wait,
just to say something. Because for one, knows the family. He knows some inside track. And it's a male perspective. And people be liking to see what he has to say. Sometimes you are going to disagree with Mark. A lot of times you're going to disagree with Mark. But sometimes you're going to see that Mark do got some sense and he does come correct with certain things. So just bear with me. If you come back, I promise there's going to be a point where you be like, dang, Mark making sense today.
Anybody who sits down to pee is inclined not to agree.
You said, I am your dreams if you want me to be. I am your worst nightmare if you want me to be. I am definitely not the sip. Oh, Lord. Checking you go.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that.
Moking me when you was doing the most. He don't deserve capitals. Wait, what did I miss?
So she said she spelled Marshall without a capital and said he doesn't deserve.
Marcus is up and down the internet streets, but hasn't received. He said he don't want one, y'all.
I don't need it. I got enough money on my own.
How much money you got, Mark? You saying you got so much? You really busting down you really shutting down $1,000, $10,000 though?
Yes.
Why?
Because
that's some good money. Why would you do that?
Because I don't need money.
Mark has been making since 3 Saturdays ago the entire life. That's what I'm saying, Monique. That's what I'm saying.
The problem is this. Here's the real problem. Until you actually sit there, most people have a conflated idea about me or somebody's interpretation and don't want to understand it. They want to take Imperass Radio or Color Me Pink or Color Me Stink or Real P, and they want to take there are very few bloggers like yourself that I tell people to listen to because it takes a responsible approach. And so when it comes to this, I'm just saying, let's just have a responsible conversation. We don't know if Marshall's cheating, and if he is cheating, let's drag his ass. But if he's not, let's not keep making. Who knows if that's his back? If that's his back, he got caught. That's what's up.
Lori wants to know, why do you know all the bloggers? Do you work? Lori's new, so I don't think she actually coming for you. I think she actually asking.
The reason why I know the bloggers is because I run a podcast, and on my podcast, I have analytics. So when my name gets mentioned, I get my name is a hot word. So when my name gets mentioned, I use that to redirect people back to my podcast. So the smart thing to do is take a RSS, and when somebody mentions my name, also send them something that was
Mocha, behave, honey. Behave here. Come on now. I thank you for not cussing, but can we all just get along? No, we can't, but come on. Just do a girl bye. Let's keep it simple. Please. No disrespect.
They gotta respond. They feel like there's some kind of thing.
Oh, Monique said, don't ever disrespect Color Me Pink now. Okay.
You
represent.
CM. Since we can't, I will just so you know, I don't have anybody who puts my name up there and won't talk to me and won't interview me and won't sit down and listen to what I wrote. F them, flat out. Because the truth is, I am very, very, very meticulous and don't do that. Brown Roots is my podcast.
Brown Roots, y'all. Brown Roots.
But here's my favorite thing. My favorite thing is my favorite people are Confessions. My favorite entertainment cut, Nisi.
Which she didn't come tonight.
Afro.
I wonder where she is.
And I love About Everything. He's not cheating. He just looks like it, acts like it, and talks like it.
Are we talking about Marcel?
Right.
Good
Because
life?
okay, Good Life. Go see how your man looks and acts and talks and speaks. And women always.
I think that was a compliment, kind of. He said he's not cheating, but it does come off that he looks like he could be, the way that he responds, talks, and all of that jazz.
But you don't know Marcel, but other than 80 hours. So how do you know what it looks like in 80 hours?
Now we'll look at, but what is portrayed to us?
But in 80,
we can only go by what we see.
Okay, and Confessions, here's my problem. People go to church for 1 hour a week for 52
well,
weeks.
if you black 3 or 4, don't get it twisted.
So that's 100 hours of Jesus, and Mel is a whole Christian, and does she dress like a Christian? So
how is a Christian supposed to dress?
Modestly, conservatorily. She's not supposed to show her breasts. She's not supposed to be out here dropping thought.
Since when?
Well, maybe that book doesn't mean anything. My bad.
What book? The book that you threw your first time on the show?
Exactly, because I don't believe in it because of people.
Okay, then. So how can you not believe in it and then go after her for dressing like it if she don't believe in it?
Well, I just said I don't believe in it because so many people have let people like her slide because it's just her walk. Confessions.
What you mean it's just her walk?
What I'm saying is this: as a United States Marine, we have taken an oath to do certain things that lets you know we're Marines, that we're different. Christians take an oath that lets you know they're different. If you're walking against that, I can tell the difference. I can tell when you acting like me and when you acting like somebody else. First of all,
when have Christians ever really gone by their oath? They only go by it when they're actually in church.
And so that's my problem. And now you're speaking to my exact problem. If you're really, really, really who you say you are, it should be something we see all the time. I am appalled with Derek Chauvin because he chose to be a police officer, and what he did to George Floyd was not in accordance to being a police officer. I'm appalled with people who say I represent this and I don't do this. That's my only appall. It has nothing to do with her. It has nothing to do with anybody who does that. When Creflo Dollar asked for $65 million for an airplane, I'm like, you ain't no pastor. If God gonna give you an airplane, he gonna give you an airplane. When the dude came down there and I'm delivered from men's, I don't like men's no more. You ain't no Christian. If you got to do all I'm saying is this, and I want anybody who hears this and to take it to the next level, stop confessing it or start believing it. That's my only thing. If you're gonna be faithful to your wife, and this is what I had a problem, and I talked to Martell face to face. You spent the money on a ring, you spent the money on a wedding, and you couldn't honor your vow, then you should have never got married, and you deserve what you deserve. At some point,
Martell to come talk to us.
he got a PR.
I actually DM Martell and apologized to him.
I'll tell him. The thing is, I talked to him.
He don't know it was me because I never revealed it was Confessions of a Reality Queen. But I told him that you blocked me on my other posts, and he hearted it, but that's all he did. But I respect that he at least hearted it.
And the thing
but
is,
tell him if he ever want to come and talk, he can. I have grown up. I'm very biased now, and you can even vouch for me.
I can't.
And you know, it would be really nice. Because I know Melody ain't ever gonna come, and I ain't even worried about that. But I feel Bartell would be, and I'm about to buy some of his wine. I would like for him to come talk about it. I love his wine.
One of the things I do is I try to get Martell to do charity every once in a while. Be like, look, I know you big timer. Can you just come holler at it? And
we will treat him with the utmost respect, and I will block every single bad comment that's said about him. This will be a safe place, safe space for him. And I promise that.
The problem is that he didn't get to tell his story when he came out, and so he's very gun shy. And I'm being dead ass honest. It's not that he doesn't want to tell his story. And when he came to tell his story,
well, he doesn't even have to tell his story. I just want to, whatever he wants to talk about. Because I just want to get a feel of him for myself, not with the editing, with all of that BS. I want to get the feel of the Martell.
Well, let's end this, and then I'll tell you some new developments that you can be on the list.
Yes, okay, y'all. I do appreciate everybody that is in the chat. Good life. RSP with Lori, thank you for coming. Mocha Mima, girl, you was wild today. Calm down, baby. You know I love you. KK, who else? Monique King, of course, checking you, boo. Of course. Who else am I missing that was here earlier? Dina came up in the building earlier. Kamisha must be working. Mama love Yaron Israel. I love you, my guy. Everybody who came out tonight, thank you kindly. We will be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock after Tipsy Talk. Please make sure y'all tune into Tipsy Talk at 9 o'clock on #everything, which is E. Nicole's channel. Please make sure y'all tune in for the very first episode of The Locker Room tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, and we will be back here at 10 o'clock to talk about DC and Carlos King's new show, which is off the chain already, that I have seen just on mute. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all know it's always real with y'all. Starting next week, I am not sure how my schedule is going to go. So starting next week, we will be doing Love and Marriage Huntsville at 10 o'clock instead of 9:30, because I don't know if I'm going to be on this week or not. Because like I said, I start my new job this weekend, or we're not. So y'all just stay tuned. Make sure y'all just set a reminders for this channel so y'all know when it's coming on. Yes, Monique, follow on # on everything for Tipsy Talk. A lot of good conversation with her and her girls. So it's all a good time. I will see you there. I will see you here. And like I always say, y'all is a bomb, the bomb to be with. Thanks for watching.
Breeze.